take forever. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast, episode 144, right?
Yes.
It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, a.k.a. Dino's Pomoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, a.k.a. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. Vintage Yay, a.k.a. Young Chris Kringle. You heard? What's good, Dalton?
Hey, it's me. PS5 daddy.
Yeah.
Bathrobe daddy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the game, brother.
Yay, we in here. I should hold the controller again, right?
Relax.
Oh, wow. Can't double dose? Okay.
That's white on white crime. Chill out. Relax.
Are you done with your AKAs?
Yeah, I'm good. It's me.
All right. We have a special guest. We've been trying to get this one done for like 3 weeks. She's a hard woman to get a hold of. Miss Xela.
Yo.
Super producer, super engineer.
Let's get it.
Supersonics.
Period.
Drive a Chevy Sonic.
I drive a Chevy Sonic right
And
now.
she played Sonic on the Dreamcast.
Oh, I did.
Jafil. And our boy Ryan is here. Muscle Milk Daddy.
Hey.
Young protein. You heard?
This boy came in with a bowl of sweet potatoes.
Nigga, I'm tired of paying for probiotics.
For his fiber. Right.
Yeah, for fiber, nigga. Good potassium, too. Check it out.
Yeah.
It's been a trying week for your boy. I'm very tired, but we finna have a phenomenal podcast.
You're gonna do
man.
good. You're fine.
You know what I'm saying? Xela,
What's up?
it intrigued me that our local music scene here in the great state of Texas, Arlington, DFW, I'll say, has a woman engineer. That intrigued the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
For one, because you're popping, for one, in my opinion. And you're well respected and well known and everything. And I was just like, man, we don't see this at all, really. I'm sure there's plenty of women engineers, but nobody that is.
They're tough to find.
Yeah,
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
Like, I think it's just super interesting that you're accessible for one, and obviously because you're here. And that you're in the field that you're in is such a boys' league, if you will. Like most engineers that are popping, that are well known, are male.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donnie and Da Vinci's an engineer now, so you shout him out. Dalton, there's just the ones that I know off my head. But what got you into engineering before anything? Were you like, what? I need that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know. I was like, I started, that was kind of annoying me, but I went to school originally for business, so I already knew, like, off top I was a numbers girl. Throughout, like, I guess just childhood, I did music on the side, so I was a musician kind of on the side, but I did basketball, like, just
I could tell
throughout whatever, like, you know.
Right.
So at college it was that, like, kind of shifting point. So I went to school originally at U of H for business.
Okay.
It was like I had too much fun at U of H.
Right.
Shout out Houston. You
Right.
know, it's a fun city. But I say all that to say, came back home, you know, just kind of like had to figure it out. My parents wanted me to be in school at some point, like, of levels. I was in a restaurant working. Just like, you know, restaurants is like stuck to get in the cycle. So
Right.
Somebody brought me to the Art Institute. Somebody I knew from high school or like middle school or something. And I was just shown, I guess, from there, like, this avenue is like accessible to you.
Right.
And so, like, they had a audio engineering program.
Yep.
And I was really kind of there for the creative side. And so I did that, like, off and on for about 3 years or so. And so I figured out, like, everything that they're, like, I guess, showing me is still on the internet. Like,
Yep.
you know, as times or trends, like, whatever, are, like, moving forward, like, all the information is, like, extremely accessible to you if you know the right people. But, or you just follow, I guess, like, what you're already interested in. You know, kind of flowing with the AI or the algorithms as they're flowing with you,
Right.
type shit. But I guess in 2018, I was like at that point where, like, it's like, why am I in school? Because I'm not really creating like I want to create. And so I figured like for the engineering part, it's like it would make sense because I don't want to be an artist. I don't care to be like writing anything for anybody. You know, I don't care to be picking out words or like even wanting to like sit here and be in the front of the camera at all points. So it just, for me, it made sense to like be, I guess, a game player in this industry, to learn like at all, like everything. And so because like I was already good at math and science, like, well, that's what, if you take away the audio side, engineering is just math and science. So
that's a gem. That's wisdom right there. Don, why you ain't never said no shit like that? Like prolific like that about engineering.
What, like it's about the numbers and science?
Yeah.
I mean, because I just do it. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's I guess it's kind of hard to look away, like, you know what I'm saying? Pull
because
back
Dalton's that nigga.
Yeah, totally.
that part.
Right.
Totally.
I just tweeted that men lie, women lie, numbers don't last night. It was almost like this shit was meant to be.
I mean, that's a true statement.
It's a true statement, man.
It's factual.
Yeah, it's very interesting you brought up the Art Institute, because I was going to go there at one point. But then we went there, because I was going to go to Full Sail, and then I was like, they don't let you touch nothing until like the second year. I was like, well, that's some bullshit. I don't want to wait a year
to touch stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I looked at the Art Institute. It took me in a room. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I graduated high school in 2009, so it was a long time ago.
11 for me.
So yeah, it was a while ago. So they just had literally a control surface just on a desk, and they were like, "This is the classroom." I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I was like, "This don't help me none."
Right.
So then I ended up going to Media Tech because of that, and it was like, you know, only a year. And then I was in there booking studio time for these folks, and then went off.
These
from there.
folks.
You know, shout out Media Tech. I love Media Tech.
Yeah, and they got a nice building after I left, because the original building got flooded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then they moved they took over Maxim Media Studios, which was
Where it's
right
at now.
Yeah, right up the street from here.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? They got all the nice shit. Like, they got everything replaced. I was like, because it all flooded. It was nuts. Yeah.
I guess I was coming into Art Institute, I think 14, 15 maybe.
Oh, yeah.
My thing was like, I had already did like U of H for like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Maybe. So like in my head, I was trying to satisfy my parents at the time.
Absolutely.
Which was get your bachelor's. They offered the bachelor's and Media Tech didn't.
Yep.
So it didn't make sense like in my thinking at that time that I should just go and try to shoot for the full thing if I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like if I didn't have to move out of the city.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you know, hindsight, it's like Media Tech was very like hands-on, like up front.
Oh, yeah. Day one. Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I definitely missed from Art Institute. It was a lot of like basics in the beginning. It was a little, because I skipped around, I guess I was able to like do my basics, but still like kind of do more of the senior classes or the upper classes. And that was when I was like, well, if this is all that it is, and especially because people are moving towards like home studios, like it just makes sense to figure out what the basics are, and you know, the rest is like just the music part.
Yeah, because I think the first thing I ever learned, I'm sorry, Chris, for talking
Hey.
But the first thing that I learned, well, my teacher told me, was like, there's technically no wrong way to do it. It's just kind of all flavor, and like you're basically seasoning food. Everybody seasons their food differently.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like. He's like, don't trip about like doing it a certain way.
Facts.
It was like, if you know the basics, you can kind of like mix it. It's just like basketball. You know, you learn the basics, you can play the game.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, because when Cush told us about you, I was like, oh shit. Like when I went to Media Tech, there was one girl out of all the classes, one girl, and she was interested in live sound because she wanted to do like concerts.
Yeah.
But that was the only girl I've ever seen engineer, was her. Ever. Like
there was a couple in my class too. Throughout the thing, and you know, all again different journeys, but yeah, you don't really see too many.
Yeah, it's
of
crazy
us.
though. I was like, man, it would just be like if you have a girl artist, it would make sense there would be a girl engineer. But
yeah,
I guess just the interest isn't there. But I think it's getting higher because girls are kind of getting more into like
all aspects.
Like, you know, there's more girls. Like, I think the girls overtook guys in gaming now too. So like
that's crazy.
Yeah, like for like streaming and everything. Like girls have overtaken.
Wild.
Yeah, and at first it was like girls don't play games. Like what?
Yeah.
No, the girls is in this hole with the games. Like
so that's wild.
you know, we got a game room at home too, kind of, but that's it's very much a thing. I think just women in general finding their power, or finding like it's okay to like be good at what you're good at, and like out show anybody, like female or male, because there is a construct between like just female to females doing things together. And so, you know, understanding like you're of that whatever divine feminine energy anyway. So like I think that more females are standing on that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why it's dope that you engineer Brionne's project, because I was like, that just makes sense.
It does make sense. Shout out Brionne. Shout out Cush too.
That album's hard.
You know, yeah. From my standpoint, they make it easy for me. You know.
Oh
like, it's easy to get into something that, you know, we can feel.
Did you hear what he called you on the show? Yeah. He said you were his musical soulmate. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched that whole interview. Like I said, I'm fans of all of the people that tap in. Like it's very much a thing of like I'm interested in like everything that you go through, because it is a part of me kind of understanding like how can we make the music, which is an expression of what you go through, better, sure. Or like more powerful, or being able to be felt by more than just yourself, you know, or just me and you in the room type shit. So yeah,
that's very important. What you just said, like, wow, wow,
yeah,
wow. I'm
yeah,
trying
that
to.
shit was hard.
I'm trying to process what I'll process what you said, but I'm trying to.
This is exactly what happened when Cush too. He was so he was like, "What?"
Because it is important.
Well thought.
For more than just the artist to feel what they're doing, because you can have all the confidence in the world in what you're doing, but if it's, which I don't want to even expose myself like that, but
just do it, man.
But
be vulnerable, Chris.
No, I definitely will. As the tequila flows in my veins.
Period.
Artists, like, you have to be supremely confident, and even getting into that, putting yourself out there in that way. And I think what Cush has been able, well, you and Cush, because that is a team effort. He's half of it, you're the other half. The first thing, which I told Cush, the first thing I noticed about him over anything was his presence. Yeah. And I was like, man, how is he cutting through like that? And obviously it's the engineer, because you know what I'm saying, but me not understanding that side of it, like I guess through and through, the way you and Dalton do. In my mind, it's like, oh, I maybe before I knew that you engineered this project, and I was like, oh, whoever engineered it probably just turned his shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, you know, I know I come off as a savant with this music shit, but I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts.
And I called Dalton about a lot of shit, and I'm trying to figure out presence. I'm trying to figure that out, and I've been doing music for a long time. And I go back and listen to like records Dalton mix, records Da Vinci or Donnie or whoever, and I'm like, okay, there's obviously differences in, like Dalton said, it's like however you decide to season the food, but I'm like, man, nothing's cutting through the way I like, you know what I'm saying? And my own I guess peril is the best word to use. I'm trying to gauge my quality against like people that I have no business trying to gauge my quality, in the sense of like,
we all do.
Yeah, like if this don't feel like anything Kanye or Jay-Z, whoever done, then I did something wrong as far as the presence. Yeah. Because I feel like I got everything down. So for you to say like, yo,
Jay-Z has guru though, man.
Yeah,
he's the GOAT.
Yeah, but Jay-Z,
guru.
but Jay-Z, but if you listen to his, you know, his mixes, Jay-Z don't do no crazy layering, no. you know,
He
maybe,
has a very unique voice.
yeah, and it
has
cuts
guru.
through. DMX, he'll
Drake.
ad libs or whatever,
Drake
but
don't do no ad libs.
no, he don't. It's cut and dry, straight through.
It's very
Reverb, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't need much.
Nah.
You know, as you spoke on artists being very confident, they have to be also very vulnerable at the same time. And I think that's one thing that, like, from day one, like, whenever you step into, like, I guess not only my crib, but like the studio sits in my crib. So off rip, it's a very much like a setting of like, do what you need to do to get comfortable. You feel me? You know, as you guys did here, like, it's very much so that, because once somebody's comfortable, you kind of get to see them in all levels.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy.
There's more tequila than lemonade in there.
Stupid ass.
He just hit
bro.
it.
Dumb ass nigga, bro. He really just poured that shit in there too.
Man, for real. Like,
sorry.
I
Like he
didn't know
didn't
added
hear.
lemonade.
I didn't even know there was lemonade in that bitch.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
I thought it was
Okay.
ice and tequila.
Splash.
Yeah. Yeah. Comfortability is important.
So yeah, you know, with comfortability, I guess comes.
I'm sorry, I had to get us back. I'm sorry.
What's that? Yeah. Comfortability is important.
Like, you know,
Hell nah.
oh, but yeah, take 17. Looking at it. No, so yeah, getting comfortable, you know, you gotta be you gotta be yourself. You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta, like, there is some exposing there. There is some, like, I'm just human in this, and in being an artist, it's kind of contradictory to what being an artist is to, like, getting fans and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, choose your fans. It's like, I feel like it's the artist's job to make somebody a fan of you. So, like, that's where the appeal comes in. That's where, like, how are you going to be vulnerable to this person that don't know you, that is completely different from you?
Right.
Like, how can you make them feel like how you feel? And I think, like we said, Jay-Z and Drake and all these people, without doing a lot of shit, can make people, like, you feel me, get with how they feel.
Yeah, I think it's a trust thing too.
That's nuts.
With the artists. I think the great thing about a new artist is you get to make whatever impression you want to make.
Exactly.
Like putting your
you don't have
first album out, right?
No preconceived anything. Yeah.
So or not even your first album, whatever project first hooked the artist. So, like, I know a lot of people for Drake. Let's just use Drake. He just won the decade artist.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Thing. Yeah. So
Shout out.
Comeback Season came out first, right? And then after Comeback Season, it was So Far Gone. Am I correct in that?
Yeah.
Well, there was one before Comeback Season, but no one listened to that. It was
Yeah.
it was a
It was like when
a
he
Southern
was,
Smoke mixtape.
oh yeah, when he was doing the Fonte shit.
Yes, and then Comeback Season was
Real
the-
Drake fans know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
bro. No,
Comeback
when he
season
started
was
hitting like
big.
Fonte, hey.
Yeah.
Little
Well,
brothers,
yeah.
Comeback
yeah.
Season was the big one, and then So Far Gone just was like
That shit.
Comeback Season, or the one that you're talking about, must have been when he was still doing Degrassi and shit.
yeah, it was a black. I remember it was a black cover. I forgot the name of that bitch though, but it was a black.
I was
cover.
watching Degrassi. I didn't pay attention until like that.
That Tell Me Lies song. I was just like, bro, is
Some
this nigga really?
with Trey Songz.
No,
and
yeah,
they was on the beach.
Replacement Girl.
Replacement Girl.
Yeah.
Because he used to
Replacement
come
Girl.
on the noggin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts,
yeah.
Yeah.
the fucking
So-
noggin.
Yeah,
bro.
Hey,
man.
the noggin.
I remember
the
when
kids don't know.
I remember when
Hey, the kids don't know. For
they
real.
made Nick Cannon the president of Noggin. I remember. You remember that?
Yes,
At that time?
Duh, I was watching Noggin like a
No,
lot.
religiously, bro.
I watched
Religiously.
I watched Miracle Boys.
Yeah.
I watched fucking Degrassi.
Yeah.
I watched all that shit.
Facts.
It was hard.
But like, so like the trust thing, like you get to make a really great first impression on a person that's never heard you before. So they expect to keep hearing that from you. So, but on the flip side of that, I believe as fans, sometimes I feel like fans don't get enough credit for being smart sometimes. And then on the other side, I feel like fans are extremely too critical.
They're fickle too.
Yeah, I guess that's the word to use. Fans are very fickle, but I mean it in that the way I define it is what I mean by fickle. So, okay, so I feel like fans give certain artists room to grow.
Yeah.
You know, I had to use Kanye for an example. He's never given us the same
Great example.
album time and time again,
Yeah, never.
but then they want Drake to make a rap album every we want you to
time.
rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want that nigga to sing.
That's interesting. This is an interesting dynamic with Drake. I really do feel that way because I don't know. Like Dalton said, it depends on what Drake is singing, how he's singing.
Yeah.
That'll appeal. Like Jungle is obviously undisputed, like one of Drake's greatest songs ever.
Period.
Right? So, but then,
question.
you get a song like, what's another song where you would say he's like singing and you don't like it personally?
How much time you got?
Like cameras and shit.
No,
yeah.
Cameras is
Hard.
float.
Yeah.
Just that is a very subtle float. He wasn't saying nothing
Yes,
crazy.
I like when he's in like in that
It's
subtle.
my favorite
bag.
song by him.
He's in that subtle bag.
Also, name one that's not.
Because I don't like Take Care. They always get mad at me for it.
What?
He said this a
Bro,
million
I've said this a
times.
million times.
And it feels like it hits every time.
Yeah,
a little
every-
bit harder.
Let's just
Every
get,
single time.
Every
Take
single
a
time.
shot from me.
Right.
let me.
Look,
I was a junior in high
Bro.
school, bro.
hadn't
What?
drank a damn. Oh no, I had at that point. But I was, yeah. We
Taka
was,
Baka, baby.
yeah, hello.
I think the song. I'm just gonna. The song that made me the most mad that Drake ever made was the song featuring Stevie Wonder, because he let Stevie Wonder play the harmonica and he sang the whole time. It pissed me off to this day.
I will say I was disappointed with Don't Matter to Me.
Yeah,
I was
don't like
very.
that either.
I wasn't. I wasn't happy with that one. That was honestly like out of all the good flips that we done of all classic samples, you got Michael and you did this.
Yeah.
It still gives no vibes at all.
No, it is very bland. It's very bland.
Yeah.
It's just like they just threw it on it.
Whatever, like it's all like no.
Hey, but that intro to that B side though on what was his last album? What was that called? Scorpion.
Yeah.
It's not Jaded. It's Peak.
Oh
Peak
yeah.
is tough. Peak is tough, man. Peak in my interest.
Oh yeah.
Resting
Yeah, you know.
dying.
In my line.
Yeah.
No, it's the dark demo tape.
That's dark. Yeah, that's dark demo.
Not what
Yeah.
I'm singing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it
that's
was,
dark demo.
'cause that's-
That dark demo tape was hard.
Nah,
Yes,
That
it
was
was.
dark. That was dark
it's the-
demo tips.
No,
too.
no, Scorpion because he got the.
I promise you.
All right.
That,
We finna find
Let's
out.
see who's right.
I'll go to it right
I
now.
was like, I'm offline. So
Treat you like
She said, I'm
princess, rest in heaven,
I'm
Diana.
I think that's why I like.
that's definitely Dark Knight. I promise you. That's
That dark demo
that's,
tape
That's
shit,
what's
yeah.
that time? That's not Time Flies. Is
Turn it up a
um,
little bit for me, Dalton.
That's like I'm outside in the AMG. Bro,
Nah.
people didn't like that shit. I was like, bro, that shit is such a vibe.
This,
What is this on Scorpion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
oh, okay.
Shit. It's all
Me and
good.
this nigga
Lay
wrong.
off the weed.
We wrong as fuck.
We off the weed.
Oh, no, it ain't that.
It definitely wasn't that.
It ain't that.
Bro, hold on. Let me just hear the
But
first.
he definitely
I
the
got you.
melody was from Dark Knight. In our defense, Dark Knight demo tape.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? It's because of this shit, bro. It's the thing, man.
Oh, it's the thing.
Yeah, it ain't me.
All the time. All the time. Boy, that
Yeah.
nigga cold.
Is it that this song?
That nigga cold, yeah.
Yeah, we singing
Yeah,
what
okay.
we singing what you
Yeah.
singing. We
Yeah,
with
that
you.
shit hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, anyways. But yeah, fans that's just a weird dynamic to me. The like another thing you said is like about it's an artist's job to go out there and get fans. And I feel like I mean that's true in a sense, like don't get me wrong, but I also feel like if you're great, then you can just be great and the people will come. I mean, word of mouth is very important, but in this was something like that. But in this thing of ours that we have here in DFW, you have to be seen and known for you to get the support. Like I don't think because I hate to use myself as an example, but
Here we go.
No. I'm not. No, it's not bad. I'm not trying to.
144 episodes into this.
Right. I'm not trying to stir the pot, but I'm just saying I noticed this in myself. I don't pop out. Like
That's for sure.
I don't. So like even I'll use a better example than myself. Armani, with his Love Jones project, he went everywhere. Like every weekend he was out.
Yeah.
Kissing babies, shaking hands, all that shit. And he got really great feedback from that.
Right.
Now, me on the flip, you know, I'm just like, I'm finna put this shit out and niggas they like it, but I'm not finna go out of my way. I personally feel like I did the work. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though.
So
That nigga said king.
I guess in reference to the comment made, I guess your work and his work just might be on whatever levels. Like I feel like at the end of the day, work.
Stop it right now.
Like and it was like the work in general, like the work that and effort that you put into, you know, not even getting fans, but expressing yourself is through whatever avenue that you chose. Right. His effort got put. It might be in that same avenue just because it's been. But I don't know. No offense to Armani, but shout out to his project and great project on the way. By the way, but saying I don't know how long it took him to do the music part, but maybe another aspect of the effort it took to express himself took him stepping out and doing X, Y, Z.
I personally
versus like I feel like you've been there. You've been in that position. Not knowing much about you, but just knowing off of word of mouth, which I feel like is the truest form of like
I do
anything.
too. I do too.
You know, so
and I think I'm gonna end up dying on that hill, and that hill is uncomfortable to die on though, because it seem
it don't matter.
It does seem so easy to just pop out and be like, "Hey, I do this," and get a contact or whatever. But I mean, even for you, because not only you being an engineer, you have several people coming in and out, right? So no matter what, you know, whether you chose to be seen or not, your name is attached to these people forever.
Yeah.
You know, and it just so happens that you don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, out and about. So this worked out perfectly for you. And I believe it worked out perfectly for me too.
Right.
But I lost my point. But I guess I'm saying all this to say it is at the end of the day it is different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
And
everybody has a different they're comfortable with.
Yeah, and Armani's project is good, and I do know how long it took him to work on it, and I do know he went above and beyond for this project, in my opinion.
Was this his first one?
First one.
So, you know.
Yeah, and that's
how many projects have you put out?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
4 whole projects.
I don't know. What do you consider whole?
I consider. Or how long have you been putting out music, just in general?
My first project was 2014. Then I took 6 years off.
He took a long time off.
And then I came back.
He just produced for that 6 years.
Yeah, I did produce for that 6 years.
Yeah.
And
shout out, because I've heard some great stuff over the years.
It's been over the years. And I came back in 2020. So I put out 3 projects from 2020 to 2021.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. And I mean, I know, you know, man, people sprouted in that time that I was away, and things changed.
Ooh, boy, that nigga talk your shit, nigga.
Wait, no, people did sprout. What you want me to say? I'm just being honest.
Talk your shit, nigga.
Like, I didn't, like, first time, Cush, for instance. I didn't know who Cush was. On the scene. I thought, as far as our scene, I thought I knew everybody that was like that I should have known, I guess, because of the work that they were putting in. And I started seeing Cush pop up last year. I feel like it was last year. And then we had a show together, and I'd already been seeing him on Twitter, and he walked over to our table and he said, "What's up to Armani?" So I was like, okay, I know who that is, but how do y'all know each other? Because like Arlington is it's not small, but everybody knows everybody.
I stayed in Arlington for 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's born and raised. I'm never leaving.
Shout out to my set.
Yeah, I'm never leaving.
I'm never leaving.
I know where everything is. Why would I leave?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Venture maybe.
There's
nah, man.
things that could happen from leaving.
Yeah. But those are things that I'm not welcoming though. But
He's
so yeah, he walked up to our mom. He was like, "Wait, how you know homeboy?" And he was like, "Oh, we some street shit, back in the day."
battle rap.
No, I wasn't battle rap. It was another type of battle.
Yeah, but he said they were talking about battle rap for a minute.
Narcotics. Wow.
Nah, it wasn't. Nah, it was set on set things that were happening at that time.
I thought it was narcotics. Never mind.
No,
But so yeah, I was interested
Too bad.
in Cush.
Okay.
He got out there and performed. I gave him my undivided attention. I stood up the whole time. I'm locked in with him because I'm trying to hear him. And like I said, the first thing I noticed, I was like, man, this guy got presence. It's crazy.
hell yeah, he meant what he says.
Yeah, and then after that,
he has that
ability. But when he came here to do the pod, he was like so soft spoken. Like, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But yeah, I again, I don't even know why I said that. Oh, I didn't. But yeah, in the 6 years I went away or whatever, people came, and Cush is new, and I just see how it is more of the you have to get out there and shake hands and kiss babies thing now. And it wasn't like that when we were putting out music back in 2014. You could literally drop something.
The landscape is different.
Way
extremely different.
Way different.
Bro, you could drop something on SoundCloud.
We were in the blog era too. Like,
Yeah, bro.
These websites were
Early
about
internet.
You. Yeah.
You could
early social media.
Yeah. Bro, you could drop something on SoundCloud.
Peak almost social media.
and go away and not go away, but like drop something on SoundCloud and like
Come back and still have everybody.
people will they'll come to you. Oh, bro, I just checked out your joint on SoundCloud. Like da. It's way less
But
of that.
the SoundCloud got nuts though. That's
Yeah,
how-
SoundCloud. Oh yeah, especially because the Chance thing, and then I think XXX Tentacion rest in
up?
peace. I think he was like the last big person to come off SoundCloud.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
That was a long.
Yeah,
it was like
it was.
that was like 2017, 16, 17. So
I was like 15, bro.
15 if you want to take it back that far.
I was
so,
a real big Rob Banks fan.
Yep.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Rob Banks was
Fuck Shaggy.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Hey, bro, that nigga is hard, bro. I thought that nigga was so.
I don't even know where
cool.
he's at right now. But shouts to
Hey,
Rob Banks.
Still
Like I
putting
just
out
seen a
music.
tweet from him not too long ago.
Ditto.
He's still putting out
What
music. though.
what was they called? Rob
talking
Banks was like
Raider Clan and
Xavier,
shit? Yeah.
Wolf.
Oh yeah,
and
they had
Raider
like the
Clan.
little
Raider Clan.
Yeah,
Raider Clan. They was called something else before that, or like it was called something else before that. I don't remember, but it was like Puya.
Yeah.
like, it was a whole bunch of folks. Like,
Yeah, it was Raider Clan. Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
when
with the dude that used to
Space
be
Ghost
with
Perps.
Yeah.
That's when he went
Space
to.
Ghost Perps.
Yeah.
Motherfucker-
Okay.
Motherfuckers hate him though.
Yeah, I mean, he makes it easy, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know these people.
Oh, that was a time.
Yeah, it was definitely a time. So
Ripped jeans and smoking weed every day.
Yeah,
Period.
the biker jeans.
not
Just
too
ripped.
not too much has changed, man.
Nah, bro. We just,
You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to
They
get to
just
the
not
money
ripped.
more now.
Yeah,
they
which
just
is
not ripped.
it's fucking insane. But so I guess when do you still enjoy like other people's music, or has that thing not happened to you yet?
No, for sure.
Well, it has or it hasn't.
No, I love it. I think the part that trips me up sometimes is the parts that I love I don't get to do as much because of the flow of recording people.
Mm-hmm.
And like again, once you get around somebody that you're just comfortable with to be in that flow, it's easy to get, I guess, stuck in that.
Mm-hmm.
So the parts of music that I enjoy, I'm still not fully able to do the way that I envision that.
Man, I feel that.
So like, I'm not necessarily jaded. It's more of me like just understanding again, like this is like what we do, or like really anything that you do in service to anybody is a people game.
Yeah.
And so like just figuring that part out and like how much of people can you like, cause I'm a people too. Like at the end of the day, like I can be a people to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so like just understanding like the flow and like being okay with that flow, no matter like whatever other people feel like your flow should be.
Right.
So that's like the most, I guess, feeling that I ever get. But the music is the thing that I guess keeps it either like full circle, come back around, and I have to do some music to express like how I feel about whatever, or that like I just still like in love with what we're doing, and like, you know, the energy that happens when we're in the room when we're doing what we're doing.
I feel like that's profound, first of all. But
It's profound.
I asked you that though, not necessarily. I guess enjoy is a bad word, but
I got you.
like when you listen to music,
Yeah,
other
so-
people's music that you're
am
not
I
working
as
on,
critical?
So
like it
'cause-
takes out.
that was because I'm saying, because now you pull back the curtain on how music works,
Right.
Like, you know
Right,
how,
right,
and
right.
so
What goes into like
I heard so
Yeah.
much different stuff after I was like, yo, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice this shit before.
Yeah.
So, for instance, me being, I like to think that I'm a good lyricist.
Yeah.
So, me listening, boy, well, I'm finna drop 72 bars on your head right
Right.
now. But
Diss track.
no, for instance, me and Ryan were talking about this. I got off work. It was like 7 a.m.
Yeah, bro. He was
And
very
I was
hot.
venting because I was like, bro, there's no fucking way. J. Cole's album, it's great. It's like probably his best to date as far as like him stepping out of his comfort
Oh,
zone.
but it's this bar. Oh, it's
So
one
the
bar.
whole I put M's on your head, you Luigi brother now bar. I was like, this is what's sending y'all niggas.
Cause bro, niggas on
Through the
Twitter was just
stratosphere?
like, bro, I felt that, and I was just like, you felt what?
What?
That nigga's Mario's brother,
Luigi.
I get, but I was just, but so
red green.
So listening to stuff like that,
Christmas.
right? Or even beats, because more than I'm finna lie, but I was finna say more than like writing like a really good line. I really enjoy making beats.
Ditto.
So like when I hear a beat and I'm like, like, you know, sometimes I'm like, man. But to be honest,
from a like
Anybody.
from anybody.
it could
okay.
be Drake, it could be Kendrick, it could be Tyler, anybody.
Can't even
Like,
play music with this nigga, bro.
yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm literally like, why did they pan this hi hat?
And he's like dissecting. I can see it on your face. Anytime I pick him up,
Anytime, because I call him, he's like the greatest A&R I know.
Yeah.
So he
like
plays
a lot of
new
music.
music all the time. So
Yeah.
he'll play something I never even thought about I was about to listen to when I hopped in this car. So I'm listening to it, I'm like, this is interesting. Like, why are people like this or
Right.
whatever?
Yeah, this nigga got this stupid ass face, man. Like, it makes me so mad because I'm just like, bro, we riding, bro. You don't like this?
We're not here for the dissect.
It take me, but I'm just processing what
Can't
I'm
tell
hearing.
me nothing.
Yeah.
Can't tell me nothing plays right next. That nigga's. I said, damn, nigga, what?
But do you
that
hear that
last one
beat?
was hard.
But do you hear that beat though?
Cause that last one was hard, and that nigga started shaking his head and shit.
But again, it takes me a minute to like dissect what I'm listening to, and I just want to, because I don't know how long have you been making beats, and I want to hear some of your beats too.
Oh, there's a couple things I think that I gave y'all. That
Okay.
But yeah, we can definitely get into that.
No, I'll definitely
that
wanna.
back later. But I'll say officially, like, trying to get on the computer. 2015 is when I bought my first shit.
Got you.
But I was like, I did band in middle school.
What'd you play?
I played the alto sax.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
yeah.
Finally a saxophone player.
Yeah, I
There we
got
go.
it. So yeah, I still have my alto saxophone. So I'm still, I still try to be a somewhat practical or practicing musician. But when high school came, I had to make the decision between band and like basketball. So I went basketball route.
yeah.
The easiest route. Like, fuck am I doing in band?
Fuck man.
Marching band at that. Like, I'm not
And they
if I'm
practice.
gonna be working out, I'm not gonna be working out with no instruments.
It's
Fuck
crazy.
band.
It's crazy because band practice is longer than all the sports. It's wild.
It's like full circle. Like,
Yeah.
shame on my, ignorant
ignorance,
self
yeah.
type shit. Cause whatever. But in that moment, so I was Alicia Keys fan. As a kid.
Somebody else said that recently.
And so when we talk about fans and fickle, I'm definitely like with
It was
Alicia,
7.
it's like
It was 7.
But I say that like I don't know, like my sister was supposed to be learning the piano, and she didn't. whatever. I don't remember what she did. I ended up picking up piano just off of like what I knew from saxophone. So I just ended up like, I bought Alicia Keys' piano book. I had already was like able to read music. So I just had to understand like the left side of it, which ultimately I feel like is the thing with music, is understanding like your feeling side and being able to reciprocate it logically over whatever. So yeah, like I was always a musician, I guess, at first, outside of like producing, you know. But I was like a nerd, or like one of those music theory kind of like people. Like I was trying to figure out like, why did they do that? Like from a numerical place, like why does this and this sound like this and this when they do that? So at 2015 is when I made the decision to like kind of say, pretty much fuck those rules and just move off of feeling. And so even today, it's like, you ask like, do I still enjoy it? I'm still like, I'm critical. I think I'm critical when I need to be.
Right.
But as far as like,
that was a bar.
You know, like when, as far as like the music is like, it's a feeling ultimately.
Yeah.
So like, I think at the end of it all, like I'm looking, or I can hear and feel a feeling. And
that's a fact.
You know, like there's no need to be critical when the feeling ain't there. I just won't like you internally, you'll go and listen to something that even might have tickled your feeling, like just to see like how many feelings can I get out of this? You feel me? So that's more, and that just might be, I'm a Pisces, so that just might be me and my sensitivity and emphatic like way of thinking. But I have to feel it in order for me to do it.
I agree with everything you just said. Everything you say, I'm able to like, So I asked you that question because throw it back. That's what the was. I'm sorry. Okay. I guess I could have expressed that, but
I felt it.
So when I started making beats, I started trying first recreating something that I already heard, and then after that. I started trying to make beats like certain artists. So Timbaland, like his Aaliyah bag,
crazy bag.
Pharrell and his
3 count.
Well, the 4 count, but
4 count.
But the Trouble on My Mind era, Neptune's sounding stuff. Then obviously, when I finally learned how to sample, I did not look back. Like, I did not. Well, not because it was just always like I always gravitate. Fuck, I didn't even know all that old Aaliyah stuff was samples.
That's crazy.
Like I thought Timbaland, I was just like, oh my god, Timbaland has to be the greatest person. Because like
sometimes he would just go back and just slow the shit down. And
and you know, and chop it a little different. Like I just couldn't fathom those being samples. Like I'm thinking he's in there with like a 16-piece orchestra or some shit.
Like going nuts.
Have you watched Timbaland on Twitch?
I've seen he just recently flipped I Want to Dance with Somebody. Oh my god! Imagine if we heard Whitney Houston on some trap soul shit, but she was singing some shit like that.
I can airdrop you something right now. It's Michael Jackson over the box beat, and on me, if Michael was still alive, it would go like it would just go.
I heard. We just played
crazy.
That Cardi B up over Michael Jackson's "You Rock My World." That's amazing. Immaculate.
So crazy.
If it's up.
But
that's so crazy. The way that
but it's math.
Facts.
Like you said, it's the timing. And I tried to tell my girlfriend this about commercials. It's something that I realized back in like 2013 about commercials. Anything movie wise, they're on a time too.
Right.
So if you pause what's going on the show, commercials are a little bit easier because they're a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So if you pause what's going on a commercial and you're playing a song, and let's say on the one, your hit comes every time on the one. So every time your hit comes around, the scene on the commercial will change, or a box will be dropped on the one hit.
Right.
Like everything's on the time. it's something you don't pay attention to. But if you slow it down and look at not but slow down your mind and look at it.
Yeah.
Everything's synced up due to time. And it's crazy. Like it blew we were at Pluckers and the music was playing and the game was on and it was a commercial and I was just like, look, pay attention to how it's changing up like that. It blew my fucking mind. But for you to say the feelings thing.
The Addy kicking in.
No, I'm not. I'm sober as fuck. But me and Ryan always says this like,
some of that.
I need it too. If you know somebody with it,
look, his podcast.
Get us up. Ryan will call me and we'll talk music and he'll be like, bro, I listen to the same song like 80 times and I always feel something different from it.
Yeah.
And so for you to say that, I looked at Ryan because I already knew he knew what you were talking about, but I felt like that is an important tool that I don't feel like people express enough. I know it's there. It gets acknowledgement, but I think ever since Pharrell, and I partly to blame because that kind of took away the ability to do this. But Pharrell said on Seeing Sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
When he was like, I see sounds, I see colors when I hear music.
Yeah.
Do you know what that did to me? Do you know it was like, wait, I can't see it. Like I can't. Am I not? Is this not what I'm supposed to be doing?
Am I not God?
And I'm not good.
Am I not God?
Right. Like, but you gotta. But that they did it even up until I was in like my big age now. Like when people say they see colors or they see things when they listen to me, I'm just like, bro, I have none of that. I feel this shit though.
Yeah.
Extremely. You know,
but it's interpretation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But you know, you're
but
kid,
see,
you don't know
his
better.
voice was so big at that time.
Yeah.
And I'm just a guy
And the shit
from
that he was
Arlington
making
beats on my laptop. It's like, bro, I am not nowhere near. But everything I was
It's also
making,
the name of the album too.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
but we expect the artists to be as profound as the things that they say.
I get you. It's
So like, if he said, "I see sound," nigga, he means that to me. I didn't know about rappers lying and all that shit till I got older. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing about that.
They did all this shit.
Yeah, bro. Because like for me,
Cap is everywhere.
because for me,
Big facts.
but then Jay-Z came and reassured, like, facts only. I'm not saying nothing that's not true.
right.
So if years later after Pharrell said, I mean, Pharrell might see colors. Don't get me wrong, but
Sounds.
it's all about sounds. Yeah, but the feel thing is so important.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that part of it gets expressed as much as people try to dress it up by saying, I see sounds.
I think I was more stuck on the visual of you saying he sees sounds like, you know, little crescendos walking around.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
I was
yeah.
so stuck of you
I can-
saying that shit. I was just like, bro, can you not stop saying that shit?
If you want to see colors while listening to music, just turn the EQ on, man. They're all colored.
There you go. There you
All
go.
colored.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, some things are. It's interesting because people use, I guess, that same basis of thinking towards other just ideals outside of like music. Like, the easiest one to go to is like on a religious tip. Like, people use the Bible and like literally trumpets are gonna sound, Jesus gonna fly on his white horse, and some people actually believe that, and shout out to them for believing that. But other people think metaphorically,
Right.
and like it'll happen that same big triumphant way, just not as literal.
Yeah.
You know?
Brian
So-
said, we had Lucky on it. He was like, we have another friend, Ridge, who's a Muslim. So he was like, Ridge, I see why you don't fuck with our religion because it sounds like an episode of X-Men or some shit. Like,
It
it's
does.
very...
We love superheroes. Though.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
bro,
We
that
like
shit's so-
Super, you feel me? We dig all of that.
Super scary because he said something about excerpt about the flesh will reunite with back
Exodus, yeah.
He was talking about Exodus,
Uh-huh.
and he was saying it because I'm not really religious, and
Yeah.
he was saying, and I was just like, I kind of sat here because I was as high,
Right.
but I sat there and I
felt.
looked, and I was just like, zombies.
Right. Yeah.
It's the Bible quoting zombies. I was just like, this nigga needs to leave now because I don't know. He knows things.
Right.
Bro,
and you
no.
get that feeling.
Ryan was stuck though. He was
that
Blew
feeling.
my mind. He had something about the what's the anime called again?
favorite-
Evangelist or
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lucky, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Genesis. Yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't like the character because the character was like bitch made.
He cries every
episode. And then he was just like, I said, bro, it's like he act like everything in life wasn't fair. He's like, is life, anything in life fair? I was like, hell no. And I was just like, yo, this nigga's tripping. And then he was just like, because at the end it's like, congratulations. Like the world just ended. And he's like, congratulations. And it was just crazy.
That is trippy.
It was nuts because
I still don't get the congratulations thing. Because even when he was telling you that, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Well, it's more on like life's a game. That's how I just took it. Like, congrats, you just
also though.
You feel me? Out the game.
The real reason the show ended that way though is because the production ran out of money, so he couldn't animate. He couldn't. No, this is a real thing. I promise you. They ran out of money.
It's giving Game of Thrones.
They ran out of money, so they couldn't animate. They couldn't animate the rest of it. So that's why a lot of it's just flashing.
And
words.
like weak, the.
It's just handwriting on a black screen flashing at you, and there's not a lot of animated things. Or
them niggas.
So the best way to close it up is congrats.
The meaning of it was the same, but like the reason it looked like that, and then they had to do it that way was because they ran out of money. Which is
That's what made it cool though.
He counteracted that because they have the movies out now, where it retells the whole
story,
but all the way he wanted to tell it with. Like way better animation, and he's way less of a bitch than the movies. I promise you. But
I watched it.
Yeah. So the new one.
Okay, that's that is pretty deep.
So it's 4 movies, but the new one's called 3.0 plus 1.0, thrice time, or something like that. Thrice to the end or some.
What is this on? Like,
you can't watch it yet because it just came out in Japan, so you got to wait. If you try to bootleg, it's all cam, so you don't want to watch it. But you can watch the first 3 on bootleg sites. Of course.
Okay.
But
what was the one that I used to watch? Let Me Watch Movies or something like that. The
movies 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, movies 1, 2, 3.
Hell yeah!
Shout out to the era we talking about. It's a great era.
Yeah,
popcorn time.
Speaking of eras, I thought about this question on the way here, and then I kind of answered it myself. But I guess it'll be interesting to hear you guys' like take on it or whatever. But out of all the sounds that came and went from music, like what's one sound you would want to like hear today that you feel like it will work today? So for instance, like that Just Blaze sound, like I feel like it could survive in today's era or whatever.
It's too many, bro.
But anything though, like whatever you.
I got mine already.
What Dipset sound era?
That doesn't count because that's timeless for me. It's always in my heart.
Dipset crazy.
Snap music, baby.
Snap music?
Bro, I fucking love
How the fuck
snap
did you do
music.
that, bro? Like,
that's what you were finna say?
Yeah, bro. Like that all that high shit. That shit was crazy.
Because back then the technology wasn't there. Like it's there now, so I think it would sound like way better.
It would be like nuts.
Because Lean with Rockwood was my shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I think the best snap song music production wise was the Whisper song probably.
That's immaculate too.
Yeah.
Dog, who would have thought a whole song whispering was gonna be tight?
With the Yin Yang twins, these niggas yell for a living.
This motherfucker got a tiny hand. Crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
One of the younger brother, the taller one.
Yeah.
He hides his hand because he has a small hand. I saw it on Cribs. I was like, yo, what the fuck? It's real. I swear to God.
And he thought to look at the sheet. Like, yo, look.
Like DJ Paul too.
Wow.
Oh, Light Glue is my shit by Sean Paul. I don't know why I just thought about that.
Oh, Like Glue's hard,
bro.
Oh shit. I wish
Sean
Sean Paul was still on that tip. He's not on that tip anymore.
Yeah.
Ditto.
I wish
Love that.
back in the Duddy Rock days.
Duddy Rock, yeah.
Bro, he used to go
I was definitely
in.
a Sean Paul.
Wayne Wonder too.
Oh.
Yeah. Fire.
Man.
Because you are my
this, like the 2010 ski beats. Remember them shits?
Man.
I wish he would like just drop some of that. I wish that shit would just come back just for a little while. Maybe just a year or two.
But you know what's cool? I think
cool
Larry
kids.
June is leading that blog era rap.
Larry
feel-
June is what Dom Kennedy should have been.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
not
bro, I don't
I'm not
give a
well
fuck what
versed in
nobody
Dom
said
shit, so I'm not going to say that.
I'm gonna say that shit because Dom,
Definitely did.
he has his ups and then his downs.
It
and
was
it's just
after Yellow album. It just was like a
Facts.
Get
Yeah.
Home Safe was cool.
Get Home Safe.
I
It
like
was
it.
better. It wasn't better, but it was.
It was
cool.
still
it
a
was.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but that was the decline.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't that summer when
my
this
type
my
of
type of
party,
part.
boy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, that was crazy.
Yellow album. Yellow album.
5.0 conversation.
Gold
What was
Alpinas, bruh.
Yeah.
We ball.
That's
Nah,
the
we
joint with
ball was
Kendrick,
crazy.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kendrick said, "I got your bitch
Respect-
doing my makeup in my ribs, nigga." Come on, man.
And then didn't he have a song with Ross on that album too?
Yeah,
Gold
let's go
Alpinas.
Alpinas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same song. Look, I'm not well versed. I gotta.
That 5.0 was crazy.
Man.
We in the 5.0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that shit.
but yeah, that I think blog era music could I think more. But
Blog
niggas ain't
era
that cool
music is
like that
great.
no more. Like I had to think about it. I was talking to
But
Khalil,
you know what the blog era gave us? Kendrick,
Wale,
Cole, Big Crit. They gave me all that shit.
Cuddy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Dog, fucking Day
Currency.
and Night was a 3-year-old song by the time it was a hit. Insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Bro.
When did they? I was like, I remember jamming Day and Night in high school for sure.
I think
Yeah.
you said you graduated 11,
11,
right?
yeah.
I think we probably was like 10th grade when that
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
I was in
Like
middle school.
09.
I was in
Because he
middle
was signed to Fool's Gold Records at first.
Yeah.
It came out first for them.
That's yeah.
I remember Fool's Gold.
Cuddy. Cuddy.
Man, Cuddy.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Pac Div?
Man.
Yo.
I think I might run for mayor or some shit like that.
Yeah, bro, them niggas was
Hey,
crazy.
lo and behold, Soulja Boy, I know he's been in the vlogs crazy.
Hey,
But
change the game.
when he
Hey,
dropped
did
turn
change-
my
Oh yeah,
when he dropped turn my swag
Pop
on
up out
though,
the bed.
because that nigga did it again.
Yeah.
He came back again.
What is it? Pretty boy.
Pretty Boy
Right.
swag was
This
hard.
motherfucker made ringtones
Hey,
popular. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we
man.
haven't went back to ringtones.
We haven't.
No, but he got his bag from that shit, though.
yeah, he got it
so
back. Oh, he
much
got the
money.
bag. He definitely got the bag.
But this
What
motherfucker,
would you put as the equivalent of ringtones today?
TikTok.
TikTok. Facts.
TikTok,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you go big on TikTok.
So what's
yeah.
the in between of TikTok and like SoundCloud?
You would be Instagram. It's
What, IG?
Instagram or your Twitter.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people are trying to get close or, you know.
Facebook didn't breed nobody.
No.
No.
You know what?
MySpace.
I
Yeah.
think Facebook has the most loyal, like diehard people are there.
Because everybody's
Yeah,
on
because
there.
that's the only social media old people know how to use.
Facts.
Yeah, but I mean,
Facts.
even
Everybody's on
people
there.
our age, like it's such a weird.
You know people that like
It's
Facebook?
such a weird. Yes,
Yeah, bro,
My cousins,
my-
my family, like my shorty, she loves Facebook.
Bro.
she go crazy on
None of my
Facebook.
friends use it.
Bro, no,
I don't use
I
that
get
at all.
on it, but like all the. You remember when Bowie started that alumni page?
My wife uses it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when Bowie started that, when Bowie started the alumni page,
Super hard flex.
everybody was on that hoe. Like everybody, like even girls. I was like, man, I wonder what happened to her. They were there, and I can see them. And we were actually conversing. And you know, we had like 3 or 4 meetups off of that page alone.
Yeah.
Folks
So-
is still on. Like,
Yeah,
Facebook
bro.
is still getting the bag.
Yeah, hell yeah. You think what's that nigga name? What's his name?
It sucks because you have to have it
Zuckerberg.
Bag. You gotta have Facebook
because
though.
it logs you into certain things too. Like you have to
Instagram.
have it. Now they
Yep.
own Instagram, so I'm technically using Facebook on the side, like
Yeah.
using the
Cheap,
side chick
yeah.
Facebook.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
crazy.
That's exactly what Instagram is.
It's a side chick Facebook.
Side chick Facebook.
Hey.
That's
It
a
is.
fact. That's a
Damn.
fact. That's a fact.
You know, they was cool when they like, you know, there was a point where Snapchat was.
I deleted mine.
Yep, Snapchat was it at like it was a point.
Yeah.
There was a point where
Hey.
Snapchat was going crazy.
Hey, let
You
me
mean
tell you.
Chiefs Anonymous?
Hey,
But
let me.
then they changed they changed like how they did stories and
Yeah.
then like
Yeah.
Instagram picked that up and then
Yeah.
like folks never went back
Yeah.
type shit. But I still know people on Snapchat.
Bro,
Oh,
Snapchat.
speaking of- hey, did you hear that Twitter is trying to do a subscription service now? It's
my-
called Twitter Blue.
God damn it, these motherfuckers, we kept telling them stop tweeting. I wish Twitter wasn't free. I wish Twitter.
Facts.
God damn it. Fuck.
So now it's gonna be like, oh, if you want to reach my content, you got to subscribe to my Twitter Blue.
Oh,
Get the
fuck
fuck
you.
out of here.
Fuck you. Fuck you. God damn it.
No, I ain't doing that.
I don't pay for app services.
I'm not paying for shit.
That's one thing humankind will not do. If we see an app for 99 cents, we delete it. We're not
Hell
Not
no.
no
Yeah,
one
that's a
that
fact.
not an app where you're there to express yourself.
Exactly.
You feel me? It'd be different if
I'm just trying
like
to laugh.
facts. If it'd be different if you were going to go like if the sole purpose of you getting on this app was to go
Promote
find somebody,
yourself or something. Yeah, I
find
got
somebody's content or whatever. And there should be apps for that kind of platform. Shout out Ear Hustlers. But in general, like people ain't going to. Nobody was going to like Instagram to be sold nothing.
No,
You
hell
know me?
no.
Like we was going to IG to
Look at the hotties.
facts, look
Yeah.
at baddies, be bad ourselves.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
types of
like
shit.
whatever. Here's the play. Like it's just now. It's like in you know I am a product of like the internet because without like these platforms,
Yeah,
I
we
really
have to
would not
use it.
have.
Yeah, we have to
I
use
wouldn't
it.
have like my business.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have people tapping in.
It's
So
a-
it's like it is a conundrum.
Yeah,
It's a
because
loop.
it's like we have to use it, but it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I know Twitter
Yeah.
blue. Not Twitter blue.
I'm not doing
But not
no
no
Twitter
damn
blue.
Twitter blue at all.
Not Twitter
Yeah.
blue,
Y'all
bro.
can miss me.
Kiss
Yeah,
my
facts.
ass.
They said it's gonna be a test, so I don't think it's gonna pass the test. But
Oh.
The what was that?
niggas been asking-
Clubhouse
yeah,
came and
went.
failed.
because
Twitter,
because
Twitter
in,
Spaces.
and on paper, it's like, oh, you could actually have conversations with these people in real time. What they didn't take into account is people suck. So when you get on there,
Yeah.
you'll be like, no, man, you're wrong. You got to get Forex. And then you just hear that all fucking day.
Nah, man, you're wrong.
There is no regulation.
Yeah,
to
no,
that.
no.
When there's no
Moderators,
regulation
yeah.
to Twitter, truly any either. Like
Well, they're
and-
banning people
they're-
now and stuff, though.
But they
They're
pick and choose,
tempting,
though. They
They
pick
do
and
pick and
choose.
choose.
Yeah, and so
Um,
there is no like, but I think that people keep creating like more ways to be free.
And every
Yeah.
time they
That's
do
hard.
it, but see, the thing about
That's
it is,
hard.
every time they create more platforms to be free,
Or to free yourself. Like it's just like
even in that, every time they do it, here come restrictions, here come bans.
hey,
Now look,
shout to podcasts. They don't restrict us at all.
they don't restrict us
I
at
can
all.
say fuck as many times as I want.
That's a
Fuck.
fact. But look,
fuck.
I know. This is gonna sound crazy,
Oh, it probably will.
controversial.
Can we get a shot?
yeah,
Sign up.
Ryan,
Can we
do
get
you
the
mind?
shot?
Do you mind, please?
Yeah, let me.
Oh my God, Ryan!
There's a
Our
shot.
guy, Ryan. I do have one in the red solo. Shout out the red solo.
I'm just-
Yeah, I was like, hey,
I'ma put
Ryan, he pulled the whip out. Ryan.
No, because he's closer to the door.
No, I'm bullshitting.
Yeah. No,
I'm
bro, no,
bullshitting.
we had an
Oh,
intern.
man.
Yeah.
He was my nephew. He's my nephew.
he was my nephew.
Yeah, I just own that motherfucker. But every
Shout
time,
out family.
every
Shout out
time
to
he
family.
came, he was
There's
just
Huh?
every time he came, he was just there to kick it. Like I like, bro, you on the clock, motherfucker.
That's a different. You know, we can that
Motherfucker Zach.
you know that. Thank you. That conversation about you feel me. That is
Whatever
you
you
know
wanna do
your
with the
fam.
ball.
And
In my cup, I'm good. I thought we were taking shots, so I thought you were bringing the shot
like-
glasses.
I said take a shot to that.
Yeah, well, bring the bottle back, man. But while you out there, can you get the shot glass, please? I love you.
Side note.
I love you.
What is happening?
I just
Right.
want the shot.
This is we're gonna whirlwind and then we're gonna come right back.
Oh no, I got my point. I'm not forgetting my point. It don't matter which one. We all fam.
Yeah, I've seen you pretty good at bringing us back.
Yeah,
Shout out. That's a good.
it's a good.
That's
Hey,
a good trait.
it's a good trait.
That's
a
a
good
super.
trait.
That's a superpower, right
It's
there.
one of them.
That's
Oh,
super
I'm gonna
crisp.
remember. I hold on to shit. I'll never forget anything. I was telling my dad shit. He forgot. I was like, nigga, you remember?
Let me see the bottle.
I was like,
We're just gonna hold it here. Hey, Espolone, sponsor us.
Sponsor. Sponsor.
Espanola.
It never
Espanola.
works. It never works. We get emails from people that have nothing to do with alcohol every time.
Do y'all always use this particular?
That
Alcohol?
my wife put us on this tequila.
Uh-huh.
And
Turn. I haven't. I've tried other ones since, but I always come back to this.
yeah,
So y'all got to keep this as the
But
StepBrothers podcast.
Truly is what we drink. Like,
Truly,
We
Truly.
usually have a Truly on deck at all times.
that's this guy.
Okay, truly.
Yeah. Okay, are we? Oh,
There's only 2 sponsorships I really want: Truly, and then Trolley Gummy Candy.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
that's all I want.
branding.
Yeah, I just want those 2. Free gummies for life.
nigga.
Hey, even if they didn't, today we're being sponsored by
Espanola. That's what I call it, Espanola.
I got some in mine.
We good. I'll just put the top back on it. Big dog, appreciate you.
All right, y'all need to. Okay, y'all spill this shit.
Okay, Dalton, damn, Dad.
So before the break,
I know, intermission.
before the punch out, punch in, we were talking about how people keep creating new spaces for us to be free. And I was like, that's true, but with every space comes some type of ban or restriction. And I was finna say something very controversial.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I'm here to hear it.
I miss Trump.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wow.
I miss Trump too. You know why though? I don't miss him for like
I thought it was
obviously
a shot.
the bad shit, but I miss him for simply just speaking whatever, like how we. I get when something is being said that is detrimental to a group of people or certain people. I get that, but Trump did that quite often.
This nigga said, I miss Trump.
But it's hard. But it's hard to say we have freedom of speech when we ban it, motherfucker. That's just how I feel. You know, it's not.
Here's my thing. Not everybody should be able to speak freely.
Why not? That they wrote that. I mean, there's a lot of shit that they wrote that they need to take back. The 13th Amendment needs to go.
So if someone is sitting
about
here
to go
saying,
back and forth.
so if someone's,
Are we not?
if
I'm,
some,
I'm gonna interject at some point.
so if someone's
this is
sitting
in the
here
blood.
saying, fuck black people,
Right.
fuck Asians, they should just be able to freely say that. Fuck that shit.
You know why? Because I'm finna come back and say, nigga, fuck you. and we can keep going back and forth, or you can stop. Or I
Two
can,
wrongs don't make a right, bro.
and do on the internet. Shit. People,
Okay.
what's receipts? Like, what's the,
Oh, wow.
I can only speak to like
Wow.
this is as of recently. Understanding like there's gonna be things that like I guess polarize us that want to stick us to via this side or via this side. My girlfriend feels the same way as you.
what's
So,
her name? So we can shout her
Melanie.
out. Melanie.
Yeah,
Hey,
shout out Melanie.
you welcome on the podcast anytime. Shoot the shit, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
shoot
man.
these shits. She's from Chicago.
Oh, shit.
South side of Chicago. When I guess we go into like this, I'm from Garland, Texas.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Firewheel to be exact. Born and raised. You feel me? I feel somewhat like
Such a good mall.
yeah. You feel me? Somewhat like
Good
Arlington
mall.
or whatever.
Right.
But it's a thing of like I can't take her experiences in Chicago away from her and vice
Right.
versa.
Right.
And so when we break like people down like into that aspect, why is Trump the way that he is? You feel me? What has brought him to this point to feel like he is able
To
just
speak
like Kanye,
freely.
just like Kanye,
Right,
Just
right,
like
right.
what brought him to this point to
That's
just say
true
like,
freedom, though.
just like exactly.
Mhm.
And
Right.
so like the polarizing me like wants to say agree with Dalton and say like
Right.
you feel me, but then the like the human, I guess more human side of just like simply trying to understand would want us understand why, because I admire the freedom,
Yeah.
like because that's something that
'Cause we were
like,
not
a
always
lot of
free.
people- exactly,
Not
like,
even on the slave shit, but like
Facts.
you living your truth. There was, or me living mine, or Don living anybody. There was people telling us we couldn't do that, holding us back.
right.
Like, bro, I got experiences. I had to put my hand to the fire. Like, if I don't, I'll never know how bad it burned.
Period. So like I think I missed the moreover like I guess it's the toxic shit, it's the controversy, it's the like the pull against like something that's not like I guess what we're used to, or like a thing of a norm, a societal norm, or
Right.
being led as sheep. Like, because I feel like our president and vice president right now is only doing basically just that.
Yeah,
so it's like
the facts.
what
I went on a whole
at
rant.
what point, you feel me? At what point is it? But again, that might be just how the game is constructed up, and so you're either gonna get this, or you're gonna get this.
Yeah, it's
And
red
you
pill.
feel
It's
me?
red
It's
pill,
like-
blue pill.
You feel me?
That's all that
So,
it is.
illusion of choice.
So in my experience, you know, and my dad, we joke about my dad a lot we joke about me and Dawn's dad a lot. But
Products of.
yeah, right. But we joke about my dad in particular because he'll say whatever he got to say, no matter what, who's around, no filter. And he'll say, this is how I am. I can't change. I ain't gonna change. It's too late for me to try to change.
Yeah.
That's how you feel. I don't feel like it's too late, but
Yeah.
I get it. What you're really saying is these are your feelings, these are your thoughts, and you not. And like you said, I'm a product of that.
That was
like,
a perfect Kenny.
The shit that I feel strongly prideful, arrogant about, like nobody can convince me otherwise. Like I was telling you, I don't drive. There's no woman on this earth that's gonna guilt me into driving just because they won't date me over it or whatever. Like, I don't need you. I've been getting around for 29 years without you.
I don't need you. I have Dalton.
It brings us back to the conundrum of like
Or
growth,
Ryan.
or like to the growth aspect.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, like it's crazy because I had a conversation right before coming here where I had to, like, you know, shoulder shrug a person that I respect and say like I simply don't agree with you. You feel me? And like
It's uncomfortable.
it's very uncomfortable because it turns into like, well, I don't respect what you believe in and I want you to believe in what I believe in. And so because you're not doing that, it's or because you're reacting to me not doing that, it's a problem. So like my reaction to like being told like you should believe in this because I believe in this and this is what it is. This is the end all be all. My reaction to that is like being like almost ridiculed. And so like just as easily as it is with that, like I said, with somebody that I respect, somebody that I've been around like forever, to take that and like use that at every like point of every individual that I come across or like that might influence me or my life. Like so with Trump, like not much presidents like really influence what's going on unless it's a big law that needs to
war
be,
going
on
or some shit like that.
Same with abortion, but with abortion it does influence women.
Yeah.
So like things of that matter, like I should be concerned about. If it's a thing of like it's not immediate to my like well-being or like my energy or like things of that matter, like back to the red choice, blue choice, like it is just like a freedom of you just got the choice. You have a choice to make. And so the choice is you can either grow or like and change a habit or a personality, because that's where I was getting to. You can either change your personality trait, which is just a habit. So our personalities are just like buildups of the habits that we've chosen. So for somebody to say like, oh, okay, I'm just being me. Well, okay, you're just being in that habit. You can easily decide to do another. It's not easily. It's easier said than done. But you can choose to pick up a different habit.
Yeah, that's true.
And so like that always boils down to like growth. And so like, was the country growing when Trump was? No. Is the country growing when Biden or George Bush or Obama?
No.
And so like all of those is like
I think
it's all dependent on like how did they affect you in your life.
Well, and I think that's where that's what causes the great divide usually.
Yeah.
Like what you said, how is this thing affecting me? Am I going to act on how this thing is affecting me or not? So usually when you're in that you can even throw that to religion.
Facts.
So it's like,
oh, it's definitely big in religion.
If this is affecting me this way, we're peers. We like a lot of the same stuff, but it's not affecting you the same way. But we're supposed to be of the same cloth. Like that's usually what causes friction.
Yeah.
Is that choice, which whatever type of being God is, he's not dumb. I can say that. This little experience, this little test, this experiment that he has concocted here on earth,
right?
He stripped us of everything but free fucking will, because free will is everything.
Right.
It's crazy to think about, but he was like, hey, y'all niggas was finna y'all wasn't finna feel pregnancy pains. Y'all was gonna be able to work 30-hour days and never sweat. Never tire. You're gonna live till 1,000 years old. But you did one thing I told you not to do. And the apple wasn't magical. It wasn't like it. He just simply said,
don't eat that shit.
Don't piss in that parking lot.
And not piss.
And I went over there and pissed in that specific parking lot. He's like, oh, y'all niggas hard-headed. But I see you did that on your own free will. So I'm gonna let you keep doing shit on your own free will. But guess what? Pregnancy pains. You will work until the sweat on your brow forms. That's in the Bible, nigga. That's a fucking bar. That nigga said you are going to work until you have sweat on your brow, nigga. Do you know how hard it takes for your fucking eyebrows to sweat, nigga?
No, he's in the gym. He knows.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are
take much.
You're pushing your but all that means is hard labor.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
He was just making a joke.
You know?
So the free will thing is very once you realize that's all this shit is, life is just a series
shade of gray.
Hula hoop.
It is a hula hoop, but life is a series of choices
Until death.
Yeah.
One big hula hoop.
But the thing about these choices, most people aren't able to cope with is standing on them.
Right.
Whatever I said I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
And I gotta do it. Because once you let yourself down, it's easy to let others around you down.
Of course.
But then it's easy to adopt those habits of saying, hey, I could get away with letting these people down over and over and over and over again. This is what you come to expect of me.
Right.
You for some reason you keep asking me if I'm gonna come cut your grass when I didn't come cut your grass the first 3 months.
Right.
But you keep putting it on me, and you allow me to keep letting you down. That's all this shit is.
Pissed in the crib.
Pissed in the crib.
Now
I gotta go cut the grass. That's all this shit is.
Yeah.
Really. So
Just waiting to cut the grass.
waiting to cut the grass, man. That's it. That's all this shit is. And I think the
Grass gonna keep growing.
The grass gonna keep growing.
And man, what the fuck is going on? Shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yo, because grass is gonna keep growing.
Gonna keep growing, man.
Still gotta cut that bitch.
So you gonna either wait for something to happen,
Are you gonna be prepared?
or you gonna do it your damn self.
Are you gonna do it your damn self?
But again, it's a choice.
Yikes.
That's all this shit is, bro. At the end of the day,
Life is
and
fucking grass.
the sooner people realize that, I feel like the I'm sorry to go there. The quicker guys go retire. Well, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You return to God.
Or yeah.
You know, shit. I feel like we stuck on this hoe until you learn like what you're supposed to be on this hoe doing. You stuck. I definitely am a believer in reincarnation, and I feel like I've definitely been on this planet more than once.
A blade of grass, bro.
You
blade
know,
of grass.
more than once. Like so.
Replace. Cut, replace.
Pew, just like that.
Simple.
So
it's simple. It's math.
It's very much so math. Time is math.
Just call this episode fractions.
Father time.
Got you.
Shit, call this episode fractions.
Because I've been hearing that phrase. Let me break it down like a fraction for you. I've been hearing that lately. Bernie Mac said it on and then I heard it
which
again.
Is choice, which is or fractions is probability, which is again choice.
Look at how this shit
It's the universe, baby.
Look at how this shit go like that.
Full circle.
Full circle. Hula hoop.
I've been looking for the fucking camera this whole time, and I finally,
Oh yeah.
shout out. They never told me.
Yeah, we
but
did it.
I found
I'm
you.
sorry. Yeah, it's
You know,
It's a hidden camera shit.
yeah, it's a head cat. Yeah,
you know,
Don't put
because
that bitch
me
in
and
a teddy-
cameras ain't friends.
that shit might as
so
well be
like
in a
us
teddy
being
bear.
friends right now.
Yo, that's so
she
fucking
finally
funny.
look. She finally introduced herself. What's up?
She was like, I've been looking for the damn camera. I finally found
Like
you.
I look into the thing.
see the
It's not
monitor.
over there.
Yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
to the Black Panther. He's not up there. Like, where is this hoe at?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, we
Bro,
locked in.
if the camera was
look,
in that mask,
120
Nigga,
after an
fucking
hour and 20
creep,
minutes.
bro.
I found this hoe.
fucking creep,
Yeah,
bro.
if I put the camera in the mask, there's something wrong.
Creep. I'm like, what you and Shelby be in here doing? Yo,
I have a vantage point.
Ned's declassified.
I want to say, like, we have to end this on your Beyonce take. I'm not, but
Okay.
I want to like
Ooh,
get like a
okay.
few things like out
There's
of
a
the way.
Beyonce take.
There is a B-Day
wow.
take. There is a B-Day take.
Let's
Yes.
go.
First of all, when you said you play basketball, like I knew that, like, in no disrespect, but I could tell by your physique. I don't know if that's like rude to say.
Not rude.
But I was like, she did. Maybe not.
It's honest.
Maybe not basketball, but I knew you were athletic. I could tell by your build. That's one. Two, it's been eating at me. Are you mixed? Are you? I want to say Hispanic.
No.
Not at all.
My parents are
Black, super black.
I'm the probably the darkest one out of my folks though.
I don't know why I got Hispanic from you.
Lineage wise, I will shout out obviously my African side because we black, but I will shout out my I know I'm definitely part Irish. Down the line.
Look, okay,
So
yeah.
Jameson, if y'all ever got Jameson on deck,
Potatoes. I was on Jameson for a minute. I've hopped
Jamie
from
is where I'm at.
I hopped from liquor to liquor. It's all about them. It's a mood for me.
This is
It
true.
is a mood. It is a mood. But
tequila has been serving me for 3-4 months, maybe better
tequila
than
been my way for a little while too. But
especially a good smooth. This is a cheap tequila and it's smooth.
it is again being sponsored by.
I hope so.
They're not gonna sponsor us because I don't say it right. I call this shit Espanola.
But
it's
Google Translate
Espolón.
help you.
I know it's Espolón, but I just started saying Espanola and it stuck.
He just
Nigga
kept,
never ate.
Yeah,
kept the
I'm
flavor.
Chris Minor and it's Espanola.
it's Espanola. Goddamn it.
Espanola.
But there's a good mixture. I call myself a mutt. If had
I
to,
could dig it.
you know.
I really for some reason I got Hispanic. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know Texas. I don't know. But either way,
it gets ass for sure.
those are just two things I want. Oh, and about going back to you playing music and being able to read music. So ashamed because I don't know how. And I was first seat in orchestra
Oh yeah.
for violin. So the thing,
Don't believe this shit.
This thing is Nick Cannon.
Facts. I literally when I seen that in Drumline, I was like, oh, I'm not the only one. I literally, bro, I'm not saying like I was a savant at any.
First chair violin, nigga, you was good enough.
I was 6th grade. Of course, I'm good enough. But
You were playing the violin off the cuff, bro.
yeah,
That's
but it
what's
took me a
nuts.
few times to learn.
They didn't have they did side note, but they didn't have tests. Did you do this in school?
Yeah.
I went through the test.
Look,
there
let
was
me tell
tests
you-
to get to.
Let me tell you
To the
exactly
first
how
chair.
this happened.
It wasn't just playing.
Let me tell you exactly how this happened. I'm gonna break it down like a fraction.
Oh yeah. Oh, that nigga beat me. Fuck. Go to the second chair.
First chair.
all the us growing up in the time that we did, we saw a lot of Disney Channel movies that inspired us, that wanted us we
Truly.
you know what I'm saying? So it's we see kids in elementary are able to, they got a football team, a basketball, even if, you know what I'm saying? And it's damn, my elementary, shout out to Bryant, they didn't have anything like that. The only team type of atmosphere they had was orchestra
In elementary.
So we were all the fellas, even some of the girls we were cool with.
All the fellas.
We was like, hey, since we can't do anything as a group, let's just all go sign up for orchestra. And everybody was like, fuck yeah. So the shortest nigga played cello. I said cello.
That big ass.
The cello. Yeah. Cello's big. The shortest nigga played the cello. My homegirl Jade, shout out to Jade. She played viola. She was the first person that bro.
Let's go, Jay.
Hold up. So at the end of the video, Farnsworth is playing the notes. So she was the first person to come to school and play
That.
Yeah.
Oh,
She played. Shit blew our minds. Because she learned that on her own accord.
Right, yeah.
We not getting that sheet music in elementary. You know?
For sure.
So shout out to Jay for that. So we had to perform. We had to go play for the junior high kids
yeah.
up at Barnett.
Oh, that probably was scary as fuck. That shit-
Especially because I was already supposed to be there. I will let you in on it. My mom held me back. My mom held me back in the first grade. So
He didn't learn enough.
Like,
He couldn't draw good enough, boy.
not poor little Tink Tink, but
So it was
like
so
it's
everybody
all good.
so
It's
everybody
all good. We here, full face.
everybody that saw me the first go around was like, oh, it's the nigga that guy up. So
You're that.
He's supposed to be here.
yeah, you supposed to be here right now, nigga.
No, man.
You had to join orchestra because you couldn't go play football with us.
Ain't
Yeah. And Barnett. But
You're
anyway,
supposed to be here.
so
Yo, that
so
was great.
we had to go do the performance. So my orchestra teacher, her name was Miss Smith. She was like the people they make movies about. That's extremely like strict and stiff and like she not playing no fucking game. Like barely smile.
She might hit you type shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but she
fuck.
did it.
Yeah, thank God.
What was that movie?
Yeah,
With the drummer,
yeah.
With the drummer,
Yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
But so she was like, Chris, I want you to sit first chair. I was like, what? Because I knew she knew I didn't know how to read music.
Because she fucking.
Miss
So,
Smith.
but-
Miss Smith.
Yeah, but see, she had all my teachers were the teachers that was like, Chris, you got so much potential. You just have to believe in yourself. You're so much smarter than you know. Like that's the type of teachers I had growing up. Because I didn't apply myself. Because to be honest, school, I knew from, I was like, nigga, this shit 80s, this shit 87, nigga. This is out of here. I'm not, this school shit's not for me. I knew that from like day one, nigga. This is not me. This is not me. This is not for me.
I'm just here.
I'm just here, bobbing, dressing.
I'm just here.
I'm just here catching a vibe, trying to hit on the little.
Look.
Trying to
Little
fuck
girl.
on a bitch.
Facts.
So yeah, she sat me in the first chair.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Just play, just do it. We're playing hot cross buns." I was like, "Okay," but luckily, it's easy enough that I
flowed through.
recognized what it was.
Oh, and then you played the shit out of it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying- I'm
he
not
flowed through that hoe.
You know, like when the montage starts in a movie. Where like it's supposed to be orchestral, but then the hip hop beat comes on for some reason.
Oh, no.
It wasn't that type
Oh
of.
no!
It wasn't that. It wasn't that type of vibe.
Into
but
the heights.
yeah, it wasn't that type of vibe. But I survived, and then we went on to do a competition, which we won. You bought? Oh yeah, let's
Am I
go.
pouring you up?
Yeah, let's go. Because we finna get in this Beyonce shit right now.
Come on, let's.
Hell
long-
yeah.
but long-
I have a lot.
But long
Not to
story
dig in on
short,
that.
I
I need it.
applaud you for you know what I'm saying, your band accoutrements. Is that a word? Accoutrements?
What?
No, probably not. Anyways, hey,
He
but
didn't smoke the weed. That's the crazy part.
before we go to Beyonce, did you watch Drumline growing up?
Yeah.
So did that correlate for you or no? I'm curious because it'd make a cool orchestra
it probably
movie. Yet.
correlated more on the basketball tip than it did the music tip.
Mm.
Because again, like I did most of the stuff that like I've gotten up until this point to know like has truly been off of like my own muscle.
Your own will.
Like I don't have an OG. I don't have like if anybody I could consider a mentor is Imsaw. Really shout out to that man.
Oh, I got a crazy install story.
You know, but like even like the piano, I taught myself. You feel me? So all of that was just it's off of just figuring it out. So
That's all we can do.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
drumline stuff, like it connected for the basketball side because I had coaches more like the whiplash
Dog, them
standpoint.
motherfuckers are outside holding drumsticks.
Yeah, and it might be because I didn't go marching band. I
Yeah.
went,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm pretty sure they might have been doing shit like that.
That was
Yeah.
college
You feel
too,
me?
right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school.
Oh, for you.
For me, it's high school.
No, I'm
but
saying
for
for
that, it was
drumline,
college.
it was college.
Movie was college. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah.
And I tried to walk on at U of H. Side note, 'cause I do have to, you know, as a basketball player, I went to Naaman Forest, but we went to state.
Okay.
Our
He's the
freshman,
basketball guy.
You know.
Talk to him.
I was on varsity my freshman year.
Okay.
So we went to state. It was like our first Garland team to go to state that year.
Right.
So it was a thing. Like everybody thought, basketball was gonna be it for her.
Right.
But now come when I got to U of H, like I just figured like, nah, the basketball thing ain't like
It ain't
It
really that
ain't-
it. Cause
No,
you know, cause,
nah, it
'cause they were
ain't.
U of H has never been ranked. Like as a female team, I've never seen them ranked.
And they just got to D1 as football and stuff like that.
I'm curious. And again, no disrespect, but I'm sorely like uneducated when it comes to like WNBA women's basketball. Are you tall enough?
I was a shooting guard.
Oh, okay. So is that.
Yeah,
I'm 5'6".
Oh, look, because I look at like a Skylar Diggins or
Skylar Diggins tall as shit.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't really see too many short women.
I mean, you got, I would say like, especially if you playing high school ball, you got girls from like what 5 foot to like
5'1", 5. Yeah,
there's some tiny ones
to like 6'4", 6'6" maybe.
Yeah,
and that's just a maybe.
Yeah, at least on like on our squad, like a little bit. She went to SMU. She was like probably the coldest point guard like back then. She was 5'1", and then like on the same team, like we had a center. She went to Baylor, and she was like 6'7" almost.
God, that's damn.
Baylor likes to get
And so like it was kind of automatic. Like,
did you play against Grindr? Shit, did you play against Nimitz?
I don't think our squad, like I don't think we did, and she might have been like one ahead of us. We went against.
You said 11.
We went to state in 08. So it was my freshman year.
Oh yeah, so you didn't.
And so we went to like we was against DeSoto and like Duncanville and shit. Like I think we lost to DeSoto in
don't everybody lose to DeSoto?
It kind of was a thing.
Yeah, you know, and back at that time.
So you lost to the Jones family.
Yeah.
I played with Matt when I was younger.
Oh man, like
them motherfuckers so good, bro. They got like 2 of them in the WNBA. Matt Jones is playing for the Sixers.
Yeah.
I don't know not Matt, but Mason. I don't know what Matt really doing right now. I think he overseas, but me and him played real tough. And
there was a same competitive energy sometimes that like there is in like this other industry, whatever. You feel me? So I think it was more of a parallel with anything like the Whiplash stuff. Like even now, like I don't think that I would I'm not interested in going and being with somebody that's already successful. I feel like I'll just build success with somebody else that we're on the same level. It just makes more sense to do that.
Right.
So I've never too much had to deal with being in a hardcore ass place, because again, I've just gotten stuff off the muscle on my own, and that's as hardcore. I feel that's hardcore enough just going against the world,
especially doing it by yourself,
or even if because gratefully I haven't been by myself. Excuse me, I've been Melanie has been everything that and then more in this journey. When we met, I had already been going through school and stuff like that. So, she just came and kind of, we just figured it out from there, because I wasn't changing I was already in a relationship with music. So she just had to, you feel me? We had we had to three-way that. And so, we figured it out. But again, it's just to full circle that, it's definitely been just a journey, as anything is, a marathon.
Do you still go out and shoot, or not so much?
No, man. And I could make an excuse, because off of just some gym shit, just off of not handling my own responsibilities. But there's a basketball court outside not far from anywhere. But I look at it as muscle memory. I was a shooter. I was a shooter.
Right.
So when in doubt,
you can always
just gonna shoot it. I'm gonna shoot that bitch out.
I didn't mean to you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to make you incriminate yourself. I was just you know what I'm saying?
Not at all. But it's
as just a pastime, I'm finna go.
You still got it?
Yeah.
I'm more than sure if you and I were on the court right now, you'll give me 1,000 points.
I'll probably bust your ass.
I'm not good. I'm not good, bro. I know. Look, me and Dalton and the homies Miles,
mix them up real quick.
Super Miles play Ryan hate when I say this, but Super Miles, he
Super Miles.
Listen,
that
nigga,
guy.
you ain't shit, you little ass nigga.
Hey, I know.
You
Come on,
that.
Super Miles.
he modeled his game after KD.
Okay.
And this nigga's not even.
Ridge, we had a Justin.
Bro,
he
come
modeled.
on. Nah.
Justin used to hit niggas with the
Look,
Euro
when you
step.
when you
every
had that point
time.
of success, you had to
Justin
go-
loves the Euro step. Yeah.
Justin thought he was Dirk. Dalton, all he did, he would go through three-point line. He'll shoot that hoe.
Oh my
I'm right there getting rebounds, the easy putback, you know what I'm saying? Nothing
He the
crazy.
team player.
Yeah, because I was always the one most out of shape. You know what I'm saying?
It's felt.
Yeah, I
It's
was
so-
always, so I'm like, I'm not doing too much
Wow,
running. I'm gonna
that's
sit right here up under
hilarious.
this. I'll guard a nigga all day.
It's
Up under
so-
this paint. Up on this paint, on the rim.
That's
You know what I'm
funny.
saying? But I ain't finna do nothing else. I ain't finna, nah, hell nah. They knew that.
Now my ass still playing men leagues and shit. So we do it all.
You gotta
All
do
right.
something with that height or
Wait a
else.
second. Hold on. Enough being safe. What's up with this Beyonce shit? I'm trying to. I want to hear this.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
We in Texas. I gotta hear this.
we
Beyonce
was on
shit.
Twitter. I was on Twitter, just twittering.
perusing.
And
I was drunk.
this young lady,
Oh, perfect.
this
Okay.
young lady to my
drunk and
right
honest.
said that, was it B-Day?
B-Day.
B-Day is
The
Beyonce's,
B-Day.
is Beyonce's,
Best album to date.
and then I was like,
Oh, okay. It's not a hot take then. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought- I
it
thought
was
a
going
hot take.
somewhere. You was taking it somewhere like
No,
I thought it was like
that's
her
a-
worst.
No.
It felt like
I
that
thought
was
this was
her
about to be like
worst.
B-Day was her worst album. I was better wait a
no,
second.
no, it
Because I was
don't
about to
matter.
be like-
It don't matter if she said it was the
agreement.
best or the worst. If somebody out there feels like there was an album worse or an album better. I feel like Beyonce's self-titled album was her best album. Then she replied and said, well, that might have been the one where she changed the game the most.
Yeah, she did.
She influenced. You were
Thank
bigger
you.
on the influence than the actual.
Negatory.
Then the actual music
Hey,
part.
hey. This is why I wanted to get into it, because it's very interesting to think about these things when it's not rap. Like when we're able to speak about music and it's not rap.
Should we
it's-
cheers before this? Before we get into it?
Let's go ahead, because I feel like we.
I know. Because he said Beyonce.
I love Beyonce.
You know, I'm here to say shout out Queen B.
Hey, every day.
Look,
We all a part of the Beehive.
Beehive.
Buzz.
We're buzzing.
You want to talk
But
about energy?
hey, but
man?
Beyonce self-titled, that wasn't the best. Boo. Sorry.
See, this is okay.
Wow.
Let me
Now, that's a hot take.
Oh, this is so crazy. Because they said the same thing about Kendrick with To Pimp a Butterfly.
Who did?
Everybody loves To Pimp a Butterfly. They said like it's.
I love to. I
They
love
say
that.
it's his best album.
It influenced the most.
But that's what Kendrick said. Kendrick would say that was the first time I was actually using live instruments and stuff. But his favorite album is Damn. Like,
Damn is his best album to date.
I don't.
But when
If we were
people,
speaking musically,
but let's not go off topic because of the Beyonce
Yep.
thing. But it's just that's the
we're
same
speaking
level.
music. We're speaking music.
That's
I
the
don't.
same
I don't.
level.
I don't know if it's the same level simply because
'Cause that's what people be saying.
Look, let me again. Let me break it down like a fraction. Beyonce, the self-titled album, is
Why?
okay. I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, this is basically between y'all two.
Put in your it was like, what's your favorite as a Beehive?
My favorite Beyonce album is I think it is Beyonce. To be honest,
It's Beyonce. Okay.
or if it's not that one, it's 4. Those are probably my 2.
4 is okay. I like 4. 4 is cool. I like 4.
4 is cool.
Look,
Let's okay.
let's
So
break
break
down
down.
our
Let's break down why you feel. You guys feel the way that you feel.
I think that's her.
Okay.
Yeah. What's yours?
No. It was
It was
The
buzzing
phone's-
because the
the
phone
phone's
was
too
listening.
close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit.
But why? Honestly, I think Beyonce came out at like the perfect time. It was like you said, it was the first that like those like, hey, I'm Beyonce, I'm dropping an album tonight. You're like, what? And then it comes out, and you're like, holy shit, no rollout, nothing. The album cover's black.
And it sounded like she took her time and not just like now when people say I'm putting out an album today,
But
it ain't.
here's what that album also was. I told this to Chris the other day because we actually talked about this.
Yeah, we already
ironically
discussed it.
enough. But I was like, yeah, Beyonce was kind of like her rap album almost, because she was kind of like just floating on that hoe. She wasn't really trying to like push no vocal boundaries,
no ballads or anything like that.
But I remember when I heard Partition, because we were on tour. It came out while we're on tour. So I think that's why it like stuck with me so much, because like, yo, we're out of town. We in New York. Beyonce drops, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like a perfect backdrop.
I think that let's go ahead.
I was like, go ahead, because when I hit y'all with it's gonna be what it is.
No,
That me? Who is that?
I don't know, everybody got their phone out, so it could be anybody.
Oh nah, I just went down B-Day. Nigga, what?
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
Had the Irreplaceable on it, Kitty Cat. I got you.
Kitty
Come
Cat
on, can
hard.
you please
Listen.
Upgrade you.
So Beyonce, look, the Beyonce album was great for men.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
Okay.
It was great for men.
Okay.
If we are specifically talking from, and I'm only specifically talking from a musical place that is influence, I would say as far as that, her best album is B-Day and Lemonade, because she's expressing from an expressive place, from what I can take, like as a woman, what you were going through, and being receptive of that. When I listen to it as a fucking 10-year-old girl, and I listen to it as a 28-year-old girl, and I don't think that I was 10 when that hoe came out, but I'm just saying, like, because of that is why I say, and I stand on what it is. Now, Lemonade could have also did that for me, but at that time I was just already off the Beyonce train. So me and Beyonce, like, I love and support and like admire just hard work, queen, like Michael Jackson, you the greatest. You feel me?
Yeah.
But there was a time in my life, and I think like this is the important aspect of like music in general, is that you have to create moments off of the music, and like people have to feel those moments or be in those moments to like feel what you're doing in the music. And so like for me, the moment wasn't Beyonce. It was big because of, like I said, the influence that it had, the impact that it had on how people market their albums.
Yeah.
You know, like completely changed, because that was 2013, in the height of like the internet era that we're talking about. So I feel like it was influential for that sake. Great music, but it wasn't expressive enough for me to like be able to say like, damn, I feel that. I don't have no, like, honestly, I'm not being driven around, you know, like the Partition thing. I'm not, like, there's a lot of things, like, even in that moment in my life, I didn't feel like I had somebody to call mine, which is a great song from that album. Like, Superpower was on that with Frank. Like, it was a great album, but when I jam that hoe from top to bottom, I don't feel it like the way that I feel B-Day. And that's why I say, like,
speaks to you.
You know,
She broke it down.
you feel me? That's
Like a
why I
fraction.
was like, that's
see what you did there.
that's the reason for, I guess, my take. And I feel like, again, even 4 is a great album for, I think there was just an era, like, but Rihanna had a better era
Sheesh.
at that point. Like, Rihanna's taking stuff was a little bit bigger and harder than 4, because Rihanna at that point was going,
The energy around Rihanna was very different.
very
was
different
hinting on
versus like, so 4 was after Sasha Fierce, and I think at Sasha Fierce, like,
That's my least favorite album.
Yeah.
that's a lot of people's least favorite albums. Me as a kid, I loved it.
It
Me now, I don't.
It's a concept album though.
Wait,
It's a concept
is that
the
if you like it, you
ponytail.
should have put a ring on the album?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all niggas
Single
is
ladies.
bugging.
I do like the album. From the
Least favorite, I get it.
but
It's his least favorite. Yeah.
I didn't say it sucked.
Yeah,
That's my least favorite.
My least
But-
favorite is definitely Lemonade.
But we're not, like, when it comes to like, what are we jamming right now? What am I gonna go back and when I want to listen to Beyonce, I either want to listen to Destiny's Child, Beyonce,
Hell yeah.
like
Yeah.
I
You
love
could have
Destiny's
said
Child.
we really could have went back to back on Dangerously in Love Beyonce versus B-Day album B-Day, but not B-Day and fucking Beyonce. Like,
Look,
no offense, but not that. Like,
this is my whole thing
from
about
a musical standpoint, like I'm not jamming that whole top to bottom.
this. The whole thing.
Are
about
you jamming that whole top to bottom?
No.
Beyonce the album?
No, he's not.
Are you?
Facts.
No, you're not.
No, you're
I'm
not.
probably skipping the first two. I'm no lie. I'm probably skipping the first few tracks off that hoe.
First of all,
I don't even remember them.
Rocket.
This is why music is dope.
Rocket is immaculate.
We not
Rocket is a
saying
great
that.
record.
But we're
on
talking
me.
about the whole
That's
project.
That's the only one. Like, let me go to that hoe so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
see.
She ain't got her headphones
Yeah,
on.
she
That's
got
why
her
she don't
headphones.
know.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
why she don't know.
I don't know. Sorry,
Okay,
y'all.
it's all
Sorry, y'all.
Look, Rocket, Mine,
I feel like Magneto.
uh,
Oh my gosh.
Crazy in Love. Oh, not Crazy in Love.
Flawless.
Flawless. What's the joint you and Shelby did y'all little dance? to?
Drunk in Love.
Drunken Love.
It was great for like the beginning of TikTok.
Nah, cause TikTok wasn't. Was TikTok
Was
around?
it?
Flawless,
out.
like,
It
or
wasn't
like,
out.
what was that?
It was a
Vine.
Vine.
Or
It was
Vine. Yeah, the beginning of the little, well, not TikTok, but TikTok era.
Yeah, I
You just
look,
like
I
Vine
just,
and
I
all
just
them
feel
other
like
You're jamming Pretty Hurts. You're jamming Haunted.
I mean, I could.
No, I might come in on Drunken Love.
But look,
I might come in on that.
I think the thing about the self-titled album for me is that might have been like, I think your take on as some like men could appreciate the album. I think that's probably extremely accurate.
Facts, because those are first sexy, like true sexy.
I don't
songs.
even think it was sexy for me as
for a
much
man
as
to jam, because you're not jamming Bootylicious.
right. I like Bootylicious though.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm saying.
Yeah, but for the bitches to bounce their ass and stuff.
Right.
But,
No,
like,
not even
for
that. I enjoyed the record.
Nah,
But
we
not
would
for-
listen to that. We would literally pull that shit out just with us, and we'll listen
See,
to it.
and that's an interesting perspective.
No,
like,
because music is music.
We
I don't
listen to
care.
music. Yeah, we listen
but
to music.
like from a female perspective,
Right.
Yeah, we
it's
got it.
like
right.
we have to, and vice versa. I think that's why Drake is as great as he is, because
He can
have
speak to
he can-
both
he can
audiences.
talk to both of them and have both of them
Yeah,
sing
he's
and
like a
say the
Sour Patch
same
Kid.
thing. Exactly, and so like
He is.
you know, I feel like Beyonce has gotten a little bit of that got that grasp off of that album.
That's true. But I just feel like from a musical standpoint, her most this for sound about complete album, simply because the production finally to me sounded like it
Don't say something crazy.
matched what she was saying. And it just felt bigger. It felt polished. It felt
Wait, hold on. I
What?
can't agree with that one, but
Go ahead.
what?
Beyonce always been polished. I don't know.
Okay, but I said as far as the production meeting her
You
vocal
talking about the talent.
writing ability,
Yeah.
because
Okay, I got you, but
even if we go
she
back,
always
let's go back to B-Day.
But please,
Even though, but see, this
Please,
is
that was on me.
it's a time thing too. It's a time thing. Obviously, we can mix songs better at Beyonce than we could at.
no,
Oh,
trust
shit.
me. Like I keep doing that.
I was just gonna take the mic while you look.
I was over here getting fried. I was like, wait,
That's what flies feel like in the bugs apple.
from a
wait.
from a production standpoint, like she still gave us them same things. Get Me Bodied. You know what Get Me Bodied did? Like it did the same thing
Please
as.
don't get me started on Swiss Beats because I got a whole.
Listen,
I'm not
bro,
here
you
to-
feel that
for
shit.
nigga.
That's why I was. What you
But, but what Get Me Bodied did, like, you feel me?
Get
Like,
me bodied.
Kitty Cat, bro.
Kitty Cat for Neptune's hit that right.
Nigga, I was driving
Upgrade
around
you,
playing
bro,
Need for
like-
Speed. with
Swiss
that
Beats
shit.
will upgrade you.
La Familia.
Swiss Beats gave some of his best work to
freaking dress.
Beyonce.
So
if you
she
ask
was
me.
giving. She was definitely giving.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything.
and the production was all there to like say like
But look,
you tripping.
See,
And
you-
the
It
production,
had
but the
everything for
production on you
everybody.
tripping.
Look
It
at
had
the power.
everything for everybody.
look at the power of Beyonce though. This is what she
Yeah.
makes this just so emotional.
Look.
Just disgusting.
Look.
She's one of the
Kitty Cat. Look. Upgrade you was probably one of the hardest beats ever. Like I like Kitty Cat. I like Kitty Cat. Who don't like the Kitty Cat?
Hell yeah.
That shit was nuts. Nigga, I was 10 listening to that shit. I was just like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is
right.
this?
When we did our verses, Ryan lost it when I played
Yeah.
that song. Ryan lost it when I played that song in our verses. He was like, that's a rap.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
I don't know why, but he said that's a rap.
Yeah, no, Kitty Cat's my shit, bro.
That's
like
jam.
a secret gem of mine, bro. Like, nigga, I'll play that
the
shit.
production of
She
that
was
whole-
writing. She was
Bro,
writing that beat.
yes.
when the horns came
No.
in. Like, so stop playing about the production on it. Like, hey.
Boy, she started breaking it down too.
Yeah.
I feel what y'all saying.
Sing a melody line from instruments
A melody line.
from Beyonce.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's an 808 because you an 808 man. Listen to Kanye.
Kanye.
What's your favorite Kanye album? So
Hey.
while we here,
Let's just extend to like 2:30. 2:30.
Oh hell no! That's way too long.
Oh, it's 2:30 for
It's
real?
1:50 right now.
we can do 2:15
That's gonna
or
make. That's gonna.
2:05. 2:05.
My favorite
this episode gonna
Kanye
take forever.
album of all time is Jesus.
That is so nuts, bro.
Yeezus is top 2 for me.
What's one though? My Beautiful Dark or 808s?
My Beautiful Dark.
Look, this is the thing about My Beautiful Dark for me. I played that shit front to the CD got worn down, man. Like I played that, bro.
What's your
Nah, mine's is graduation.
graduation?
No. Take it back. Late registration.
Look,
that was my
look at
shit.
Look,
Late
beautiful.
registration was
Show the
probably my
camera.
favorite shit.
Show the camera. That's so beautiful. Look
Dog,
at this.
This shit had interchangeable front covers. What the fuck?
Kanye was on some other shit.
Hey, and what about side note before we get into
That was
it?
number 2
Watch
for
the
me.
Throne.
Oh yeah, we like Watch the Throne.
Undeniably,
Dog, he loves this shit.
undeniably.
Can we can agree to that?
What? Kanye, look,
The best Dwayne album.
Kanye has
outside of-
2 of the greatest albums ever made in history.
Yeah, I was a big.
Stamp.
I went to the concert.
Let me see that. I ain't never held this in my hand before.
Oh yeah, it's a.
When this came out,
Yeah.
we came to Dalton's house to listen to the album. When it came
I
out.
went to the Watch the Throne concert.
Hold on, get that on
Definitely a
Instagram
game
right
changer
quick.
for me.
That's nice.
Definitely a game changer.
I went to the Yeezus tour when it snowed.
I went
Niggas
to,
lost their lives.
So we can go back and forth. I went to Life of Pablo. Was you out there?
I wasn't there, Life of Pablo.
Ooh,
I
Life
wasn't
of Pablo
at
was crazy.
Oh,
Life of Pablo was crazy.
see,
like-
I got really big ones.
With the rave, the rave aspect of it, and like the floating stage. Life of Pablo was crazy.
Let me tell you something about Kanye.
They
Era.
was trying to kill themselves to get on that stage.
Oh God.
That was nuts.
Kanye has made 2 of the greatest albums in history. Like of albums.
Ever.
Kanye's great.
Nah,
Kanye is great.
Yeah.
And my thing is, man, I don't. And it all started for me with the first time I saw Can't Tell Me Nothing video. I was like, that was the first time I ever stood in front of this. I stood up and watched that video.
Yeah.
That's
In
crazy.
awe.
His videos are fantastic.
In
though.
awe. So I was like,
Fan-fucking-tastic.
wait, I gotta go
I
get this.
see him play that live at
Hey,
Astro World.
hey, I said,
Bro, that live at Can't Tell. Side note, Can't Tell Me Nothing at Life of Pablo was, if I remember any feeling, it was
Goosebumps.
like,
Can't
bro,
tell me nothing. No, can't tell me nothing.
Fucking crazy.
Can't tell me nothing at Yeezus.
Well, I saw Can't Tell Me Nothing at Glow in the Dark tour.
Oh,
So
you
I
was
saw-
original.
I saw the OG.
Original.
I saw the OG.
He just OG
Don't
us.
with the
He just
fuck
done-
all y'all
Bro,
shit.
Lupe did
He
a
just dubbed
backflip,
us.
bro.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is happening?
And the Triple D.
Yeah,
Hey,
hell,
hey.
Shut the
That nigga-
shades, all that. I saw all that.
That nigga dubbed
That
us.
is
Mike
crazy.
Dean was in the
He dubbed
American Airlines Center
Shout the fuck out.
on synthesizers with a blunt in his mouth,
Inspo.
playing
Period.
on top of Can't Tell Me Nothing. But Miles, if you call Miles to this day, the one thing that will stand out about that whole show
Is that?
is the snare. Oh, it Can't Tell Me Nothing on the live version.
That
Hell
shit
yeah.
crazy.
The snare. Miles lost his fucking mind. And I'm still to this day like, bro, I didn't hear nothing different about it. It's like, nigga, you didn't hear how that snare was cracking?
That was definitely top 3 shows
Yo,
I've ever seen.
That nigga don't
Right.
see, that nigga don't see sound.
I don't see.
He don't. It's got a.
Yeah,
Knock his ass
yeah.
out.
Look,
You
He
know?
don't see sound.
I was just, but when I heard Yeezus, I was just like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Nah, that shit was
Yeezus
nuts.
definitely floored me.
Bro, it starts off with yeah, you're like, oh shit.
Hold on, what am I getting into?
Yeah.
Right, that's exactly. You got to do.
Hell yeah.
For me, this was the beginning of like more of like a spiritual journey for me, or like or like tearing down like shit that we were always raised like was always taught. For me, like I was raised in the church. I was raised to make good grades. I'm the oldest. Like I was raised to be. You feel me? Like always be the example and shit like that. At that point in my life, I was feeling like fuck all of that shit. And so I remember like I was working at Outback, and I was always in restaurants at that time, and I had tried to do something different and work with my mom at PepsiCo. And because it was like you can go sit on the computer and do school, it's better for the hours, blah blah blah. Tried that. Coming from Garland, that album was like perfect. It was a perfect playtime because PepsiCo headquarters was in Frisco. Yeah. So little 30-minute, 40-minute ride. Like it was, and I used to go. I remember just going up in that hole and like it's like on site for anybody. You know what I mean? Like fuck this like shit. Black skinhead. I was like, man, I'm too black to be in here, bro. Like,
oh my god. And black skinheads alone might be the reason why I hate that dude that I was telling you about. Because how can you say
who you hate?
He said earlier
Toby dude? Yeah. Because I'm like, bro, have you not heard black skinheads? Bro,
have you heard any of Kanye categories?
Kim is fucking like she's just not black. Like,
bro, yeah.
Like, how can you go Kim if she thought he was fucking black,
bro?
But shout out to y'all,
bro. Anytime I start black skinheads, I have to start it over. I can't even let it get into it good. Before I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, he DJs that shit. Like, run that shit back.
Like, no. And when you said earlier, like, there's stuff that I haven't been able to do that I want to do, that's the type of shit. And by the way, now because we opened up a bag on your book. Shout out to Cush. Nigga call me the Agtown Yay, my nigga. He did that. He did that.
Terrible idea.
That was the worst thing he could have ever did. That was the worst thing he could have did. That was the worst thing he could have did.
That was the dumbest shit he did, bro.
Don't blow this nigga head up. Don't blow my head up, Kush. Don't blow Ryan's head up. Stop blowing these folks' heads up.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, right.
We gonna act up.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, that shit was nuts.
Bro, like, my whole thing is like trying to figure out like why this thing exists the way that it does.
Man.
Kanye's literally the only artist. I'm like, how are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
Yep.
But this is what I learned about Kanye, because I was naive at first. Kanye is a master collaborator.
Oh yeah,
master. He has no quarrel about having 10 writers.
He has 74 producers on all of the lights.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Who the fuck?
Bro.
Who the fuck are you, bro?
I told the story. Part of that song was recorded at MediaTek.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Because Tony Williams lives here. So
yeah. He
did the vocals at MediaTek. I was there for that. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
His son, Tony Williams' son and daughter, threw a house party somewhere in the fucking boondocks.
Boonies.
Yeah.
Me, Chaz, Tashawn, like all of it. This is my type of party summer.
Yep, there you go.
Went to this party. Chaz was talking to Tony Williams' daughter, obviously.
Of course.
Fucking Chaz.
This party, they threw a party somewhere, but it wasn't his house, obviously.
It was like that big ass mansion, right? I remember that shit.
The dude who owned the house, I guess the parents or whatever.
Yeah.
Todd, look, shout out to my nigga Todd. You know Tashawn.
Yes.
Tashawn is not one of he was like Chief Keef before Chief Keef,
right?
NBA Youngboy before NBA Youngboy,
real silver teeth energy.
Yeah, real silver teeth energy. He changed. He changed.
Silver teeth.
He's really zen now.
Oh, he's a pastor, right?
No, that's Zay.
Oh, that's another nigga.
But the dude who owned the house, I guess Todd was finna fuck somebody up in the party. We all rolled together.
Yeah.
Me, Jonathan, Chaz, Todd. Like it was like we was deep.
Jonathan
was driving the Volvo. But the dude who the father put a shotgun to Tashawn's chest.
Right.
It was like, y'all get the fuck out of my house or it's about to be blood. And we, obviously we all dispersed. We saw a car in a ditch upside down. Literally, we left his parking lot or his backyard. Everybody parked in his back. That's how big his backyard was.
Right. Yeah.
Like, he wasn't even in his backyard.
I know what part you talking about. Yeah.
Bro, we drove out and there was a car upside down in the ditch right there. Like, his house is where Dalton is. The ditch is where I am, and there was a car upside down in that bitch.
Lit. Fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
Had a great time.
Yeah,
Bro, that
bro.
party was wild.
The TTPs, bro. Live my life 1,000 times over in the parties. That was so amazing.
Before we go, I want to tell the story about MSAW because you brought him up.
Okay.
And we talking about growth.
Yeah.
I know the story.
Hey, MSAW gonna give you that.
We my shit didn't stink when I put out my first album. I was on a rampage on Twitter. I was on a rampage in life.
Okay.
Because my first album, I took this from Jay-Z, but it took me my whole life to make up to that point.
Right.
I put everything in that album. Some of my best raps on that album. Some of my best beats. Miles' best beats. Me and Miles produced the whole album. Right? There was nobody else but me and Miles.
No, that was it.
So
Fuck, Miles is crazy.
he's insane. I don't like that guy.
Shit.
But
Shut up.
Curse of the Leprechaun, I guess.
But I was going crazy. And at the time, I just felt like niggas was not here. They weren't. And I can look back on this and I can say this humbly now, saying this. Creatively, they weren't. I was right about that. I was right. I don't care. I was right. I don't care.
I don't care.
But at the time, MSAW, I don't even remember who he was working with. I don't know if it was Crit Life or I don't know who he was working with an artist, like hands on. I don't remember who it was.
Was it Crit Life?
I don't know if it was Crit. He was working.
Like
This is 2014.
Devi, K-Washi, K-Vation, what was another?
K-Vation is cool. I remember him.
It was not Terrence. It was somebody else.
I cannot.
Lars,
I can't tell you. But all I know is he was the only person that tried to call me out on it. And I was like,
that nigga got an ear.
I was like, hey,
Crazy ear.
I was like, here go my address. I didn't DM him my address.
That nigga put it on.
I put it on Twitter.
That nigga said, it's my address.
Here go my address to him, the Crit Light niggas, all that. Like, I was like, whoever feel any type of way, here you go. I'm willing to do whatever got to be done. That's one thing I've always done.
That nigga said, pull up.
And I like, it was
residence.
just at that, and then at that time I made a lot of,
Did he pull up?
no. But at that, but I don't think I necessarily sent it to him directly. I think I was getting into it with a Crit Light dude, but it started with me and MSAW, and it just spilled over. So, but I'm standing on this 10 toes. Nobody put us in my house. Nobody. If they did, I'd probably be in jail right now. A murder.
Murder. Get out of here.
I would have did what I had to do to survive, baby. That's what.
I know the saying.
But look.
That nigga said.
So there was a show. Some time had passed. Cooler heads prevailed. Whatever. And we had a show. We didn't have a show. There was a show I was invited to by Austin, and this is like when Kwame was first like getting acclimated to the scene.
Happy belated.
Yeah, happy belated to Kwame. And
all right.
me and Kwame had already worked together. Me and Miles and Kwame, we all started to build a rapport. And so I think Austin invited me out because Austin wanted to manage me at the time. But I was like, I'm not leaving this white man. So y'all gonna have to find some type of way to coexist, or it's just not gonna happen. Which we tried to coexist. Austin tried to put me on some shit, and it just never panned out like how. But anyways, MSAW was at the joint, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I was wearing some army boots, and this is right when Kanye signed the Adidas, and he had put out his army boots. And my army boots was like actual army boots.
Real authentic.
Like I ordered them off a military website.
This shit came from the Gulf War, bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I remember my homies had pulled up to the show. I got in free, but they had to pay. And I think somebody didn't have money or whatever. So I was like, let's just walk. And you know, Dallas, where all the shows are. So we walked to a 7-Eleven, got the money out. Somehow Saw and Kwame ended up walking with us. So like Kwame, I don't know if Kwame even remember this, but Kwame and like Ridge and Justin, that's what I was with. They ended up like walking a little bit ahead of us, and me and Saw was in the back. So I was like, look, man.
This is after y'all's
little Twitter, whatever. I was like, look, man.
Pull up game.
Again, I don't think I sent that directly to Saw. I don't
Clamps.
Want that to come out like I did.
Clamps, no
but the
pull-ups.
Crit Light niggas, for sure.
Clamps.
I know it was them for sure.
Yeah,
and look,
you were arguing with the older brother. I remember this.
So I was like, look, Saw, man.
side note.
What's up?
No, go ahead. I ain't gonna.
I was like, I got another song I could like
to
to
do it here.
But I was like, yo, I apologize for my arrogance. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and I'm assuming that that's the only time I ever had a conversation with him, like in person. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming this is how he is all the time. He was just so nonchalant, like, it's whatever, bro. And we just kept walking. We didn't say nothing else the rest of the night. And I was just like, is it real? But it was like a Jedi mind trick almost. I was like, wait, is it?
It's all good.
It's all good, bro. But I'll beat your bitch ass up.
That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like.
That's exactly how I would have felt. I would have been like, hey, bro, we about to squash this shit right now.
No, I can't, you know.
But you're cooler heads. But I would have been like, hey, bro, you gonna...
Because
I'm apologizing, no ass nigga.
I've been knowing him, that he's just...
He's
kind of
very
that
nonchalant.
way.
Yeah, he's like
general, not even nonchalant.
He's
but
thank you. He's a so what type of guy.
I think he basically like
just
figuring
indifferent.
out if he's like half in this moment. Am I half full or half empty?
Oh, he's indifferent.
Because then, yeah, it's that like whether it's an apology or it's congratulations or if it's whatever, it's really like kind of. Somewhat of that energy, not too much, but he will like. It was like a let shit roll off your shoulders because I feel like he's been in a stance of not in a we're not in a we agree to disagree.
Right,
that's the best way to put it.
Yeah,
is that like I'm okay with not
agreeing
believing
with
what
this,
you believe,
right,
and like it's cool.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I can feel that from him, and I think. Ever since then, I'm just gonna sound nuts, but the way he handled that made me respect him more for some reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, oh, it ain't gotta be no long conversation, no talk. Like
I hate when he does that. He's just like, yo, this is about to be a wild take, and I'm just about to be like, bro, what did that turn you on or something? Like that's what I think of wild. He just is like, nah.
No, when I say
him.
wild take, it's just some shit I probably shouldn't say that's about to go out. Simply because of the politics. Politics are very
important in
what we do.
True, but it's just
but
something
me,
like that.
I still stand on the side of I could give two fucks with anybody.
Of course.
Luckily, every artist that came have sat on this couch that I at least respect.
Yeah.
There's no quarrels there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I can say that.
This couch seen a lot of asses.
You know what I'm saying? So
inside
something. No, but respect.
Yeah, I don't ever try to go into anything like. I'm very aware and confident of what I'm able to do.
Yeah.
So like me knowing, there's something Cush does better than me. I can say that and not feel any way because it's evident, and I feel the people that don't see that are dummies. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Like that boils back down to, the truth hurts.
It's uncomfortable.
It's
I wouldn't say it hurts. It's uncomfortable.
It hurts to people that are sensitive or got sensitive feelings.
Wouldn't you say we're all sensitive though?
Nah. No.
Okay.
I disagree. I feel like
It's 3-1.
we have a sensitivity to what we want to have a sensitivity to, or there's things even more so. There's things or traumas in our blood that are outside of our experiences right here, right now, but we feel them. Like, you feel me? Like, I've never physically felt but I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, empathetic to the situations.
Like, like certain things, and so I feel like on all levels we have a level of sensitivity. It just depends on like what are you being sensitive to,
Right. Because everybody ain't gonna be sensitive to the same shit.
Just my wife. That's it.
as a husband
Just my
and a
wife.
man is supposed to
I'm
be.
gonna ask Shelby if she want a shot right quick.
Oh God,
Oh my goodness.
Shelby,
You got
I'm gonna get
it.
another female in here. What?
My girlfriend was supposed to be here, but
She don't want to be on here. We tried many times.
How many females have you had on here?
you, Sticky the Menace.
Shout out Sticky.
Yeah, she
Pisces
great.
gang, because I know what it is.
She was
Pisces.
great.
We tried to do a girlfriend episode one time. She didn't want to do that.
Nah.
She wants to do it now though.
Hey, I'm here. We're me and Melanie.
Yeah, please,
Melanie,
please.
Yeah, bro, that'd be lit.
I meant to, we talked about this.
We had
Let's come to the next one.
we had Ruby Miller, but she formerly went by Imaj, but her name is Ruby Miller.
Okay. Shout out
she's
Ruby.
a frequent collaborator of mine. Honestly, the most talented vocalist that I've ever worked with.
Michaela.
Michaela Horn, who
Michaela
does
Horn.
like
that
interviewer.
name
She's
an
a journalist.
interviewer, journalist
Yeah.
in Arlington, from Arlington.
Shout out Michaela Horn.
She moved to
It's
Atlanta.
Females on deck.
We had
A
the
teacher. We had a teacher.
Leslie Trotter. I went to charter school with her.
Shout out Leslie.
She went to
Korea
to teach them
Yeah, so
English.
look, the fees is on the move. Is what it sounds like.
We've had the real Foreign Honey and the girl V.
We did have.
Oh,
The real
wow.
Foreign Honey.
She's a model,
Okay.
and the real V is a photographer. They were
Okay.
a tandem at one point,
That's crazy.
and
Maybe.
We're pouring it up, Shelby.
and
We're talking about females and
that
like,
we've
how
had
they
on the
should have-
podcast.
Have more of them.
Ha, she's on camera.
What? No offense when I say this. The greatest female guest we've had is Cookie, without a doubt.
Oh, your cousin.
His cousin.
Because
Jeez
she
Louise.
told
Cookie,
this
the cousin.
because
Cookie, shout out.
she told the story about she had a shootout.
She told us about it.
When she said it on the pod, I didn't even know the story until she said
She
it
aired it out.
on the pod, and I was like,
Hey, shout out Cookie. You got more cookies than me.
yeah.
I ain't hearing nothing out on this.
She aired that shit on my her and my grandma stay on the same street, so she aired it out on my grandma's block.
Yeah, that was a wild story.
Okay.
Cookie.
Crazy.
We've had many of my exes,
Many.
Hell yeah.
Not many.
just like 2-3.
All
Okay.
of them.
A handful.
of them,
But was they exes? At the point
Yes.
of
They're exes now. They weren't exes then.
Oh, they weren't exes then.
At the
Okay,
point in
bet,
time,
bet.
if I had an ex on this podcast, like to tell me about myself,
It's giving
that'd be-
I love New York
shit.
almost.
I'm canceling. I'm canceling. I'm never doing this shit again.
We're gonna do it like.
Flavor
Is there
of
a
love.
second chance of love?
Right, it's the second. Get the real
No.
second chance
I'm
of love.
extremely happy with my baby right now.
My baby.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're good.
Oh yeah, shout out to you.
I'm-
Shout out to Bay.
I guess I'm happy
Oh.
too.
No.
Oh shit! I forgot she was in here.
That's the only reason I said it.
That is
You're
shit.
very happy.
No,
Oh, well,
yeah.
this is a.
I look-
Hey, if the camera saw this, he trying to get me.
And then, hey,
He's
let's
trying to hit something here.
let's end on a toast. Let's end on a toast.
Hey,
not
thank you
drinking
for
that
a
shit.
great podcast. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you guys for having me.
You're welcome anytime. Bring Melody through.
Melanie.
Melanie, not
Melody.
Melody.
Yeah, Melanie.
How
Melody.
How crazy would
It would
that
be
be?
kinda crazy.
You know,
It would be kind of crazy.
Melanie.
It'd be too perfect.
It would. Let's get a group of females on this thing. Whenever y'all want to have some more women in here.
Always.
Oh, Dev's been on here.
Salute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dev.
It's our friend's girlfriend.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if anybody else like.
Man, there's a lot of episodes.
Not anymore. I don't think any more women though. The thing about women,
Oh no, you had what's his name? You worked on her project. What was her name? DeLindsay's girl.
I didn't. She wasn't on her.
She was at the studio when we.
She might have been there, but she wasn't on.
She was on there, bro. She wasn't like on there like just because we were doing for
I
DeLindsay.
really.
I remember DeLindsay. My fault.
Okay. Well. What?
She was on the pod. She talked on the pod. Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
No.
That's when he spazzed on that verse.
If I could just before we close out, just say, like again, like thank you for having me as a female on here. That is just in the background. I know there's a lot more females that have a perspective and like something to say, or just like again for a state of understanding, and because I think that's something that's missing between men and women. It's
sure.
just a place to understand, like, we're not here to be the same fucking people. You feel me? Like, so we're not here to be, again, or even loved the same way or treated the same way on all different aspects. Everybody's different. So if I were to give anything to this podcast, that more women want to be on here, you know?
Would your person tell you to leave something and take something?
Yeah. You know?
And that's what she just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's very important.
There's not many spaces for us to just freely talk, and that's what we, you know, you had the choice to say things that you could or couldn't have said. I'm gonna have the choice to say whatever, and so like to have this space to even be free to do so is something that not a lot of people have. So keep it up. You feel me? And again, thank you guys.
Don't start crying, nigga.
No,
thank you guys for having me. For real.
Anytime a nigga do the finger, they try not to.
He was just like, oh my God.
I was trying to make a joke. Anytime I have a woman or never mind. Anyway, so it don't always go that way. But I appreciate you for coming.
Yeah.
I did. Shelby was here. And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Shelby.
My girlfriend was supposed to
Thank you
be
for living
here
at
because I
home.
wanted you to feel comfortable.
Oh, I feel comfortable.
This is an all guy thing, you know.
I'm used to
and
this in the studio, folks.
I figured you would be, but I just wanted to check. No, I did. Like she. If you're an engineer,
This was a great assumption.
I can imagine
No,
there's going
it's
to be
just
a lot
funny
of.
because you know how PC we are now. So it's
We're
just
not
funny.
PC. Hey,
I
look.
know we're not PC. It's just
I
when
just
you
didn't
think
have a
about
reason to say gay this time, but if I did, I would. If I had a reason to say it, I would.
All right. You
But,
see something on Twitter, you're just like, oh, wow, that's a lot. But you're really like, man, fuck that shit. I said worse shit in 11.
But no, again, thank you for coming. And Supermouse does want to have a battle of the sexes type podcast.
Oh God.
So I think it'll be dope to have.
I'll let you run now.
Super I'm super. So me and my super girls can come in and, you know, fade this.
I think it'll be fire, especially because Miles is. First of all, I don't even know why, but Miles is. Everybody know Kevin Samuels, like that guy.
That's his spokesman.
That I don't know why Miles subscribed to that. Like I get some of the takes, but not like all of them. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
Miles is a supervillain. So
Really,
Really and truly, like
He's a supervillain.
what's crazy is I you know, full circle is a crazy thing, just like the Chevy Sonic thing. That's kind of like whatever. That's crazy. But so when I was at U of H, like I was hanging around. They was called Laid back then, but it was Razil. It was Razil.
I know Razil well.
Razil.
You feel me?
Elementary, junior high school.
It
And
was
his-
Langston. It
Yeah.
was like Purvis. What's
Oh,
crazy,
boy.
Purvis, me and Purvis got the same last name. So we
Purvis.
always, he was part of Laid back then. Purvis Pickens. My last name Pickens. If
I
y'all
don't
need
know
to
who Purvis
For
is.
now, until
Straight government.
for now. But crazy just how full circle it is. Like, go ahead.
You said for now.
For now.
Me-
just
You know, I'm with somebody. That's my government last name.
So you're taking her last name.
Yeah, I'm gonna take, which is Manning. So
Wait, hold on.
instead of Pickens, it's gonna
Hold
be
on.
Manning.
Wait.
Is this a?
That's wait, Dawn. I know you want to end, but she keeps saying. Can I speak freely?
Go ahead.
You came in here with dominant energy, but you're taking your partner's last name.
Bro,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
No, this is no.
You trying
This
to talk
is
about
Part of it. That's part of it.
this is no. That either means one or two things.
Huh? This nigga's stupid.
That means one or two.
What two things?
Really one.
Okay.
Well, in my line of thinking, and I'm retarded.
Okay,
I told you this before.
okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just more upset of how you're thinking about it.
No, yeah,
Okay.
no. I'm just.
This is.
Cause I see where you're
honestly,
coming
and so
from.
go ahead.
What is?
So go ahead.
Are you? Is she? Who's?
So we are.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
We are. As I said,
Both.
people like to polarize things.
Okay. Talk to me.
People like to polarize things.
Talk
People
to
like
me.
to say that this is this and this is this.
Talk to me.
Because they can only understand those two things.
Talk to me.
Right.
In reality, like I am a person of the gray.
Okay.
And my partner is also a person of the gray.
Mm-hmm.
So she can shade either more dark gray and I can be more light gray, or I can be more dark gray and she can be more light gray. But in reality, to the breakdown of things,
Mm-hmm.
like she protects me. You feel me? She is like as masculine as I am, or whatever. Like there is or femininity that she picks up on, and vice versa. There's the masculine things that you see in me is the things that I balance the feminine parts of her on. And so like, just for instance, like I cook. My family is Creole somewhat, like on my dad's side. So the kitchen is mine. The backyard, you feel me? Like taking out the trash.
It's a Manning's backyard.
You know, the keeping shit going, that's her. You feel me? I come in and just love the space.
You educated me because I only think about
Love is love, dude.
yes,
Yeah.
but I only think about it linear.
Yeah.
I don't think about it.
You watch a little more TV.
It's not even that. I don't think.
Just flowy.
More Netflix.
I don't even think it's that. I just what again what we have been accustomed to over time, just going through these things.
You need a TikTok.
Possibly, man. Look. My growth stopped at a certain time.
Do
Like,
you want to Twitch together? We could Twitch together.
let's Twitch.
Let's Twitch. Because I'm trying to Twitch.
Let's Twitch. I don't do it at all, so I'll
If
do
you're
it.
trying to get paid to do this, let's do that.
Let's do that.
I can do that. I want to do that. You're easy to talk to. Come on, man. Yeah.
Look, Dog's like, hey.
Look,
You fucking up my bag. You fucking up my bag.
Not my guy.
Yeah, but I really find
I'm
that
up next
interesting though,
anyways.
because again, when I saw you walk up, I had an idea of what I've only seen the face.
Y'all
So I
go
had an
Twitch.
idea.
Y'all go Twitch.
Yeah.
We will go Twitch. We'll go Twitch.
We will go Twitch.
But I'm like that. That was something I'm gonna take with me forever.
Yeah.
I'm the new stepbrother now.
It's giving that. Yes. I am Chris Miners.
I'm the draw dreads on this picture.
Stepbrother.
I am. The new
Yo,
stepbrother.
no, that's just why I didn't. No, that's crazy. But congratulations though.
Man, thank you.
It's hard.
Thank you.
Even when they, I was like, yo, what?
It's
I did
love is work.
Love is work.
Yeah.
Love is work. You work
Will you
hard
attest to
on the
that, dog?
things that you love.
Huh?
It's like,
Yeah.
No, what was the question?
I said, will you attest to that?
Well, love is work.
Yeah.
Well, they say that you never work if you love what you do.
Aww.
I was like, good way to twist it.
You're a piece of shit.
Good way to
Oh,
twist it.
Master
Look,
spinner.
I was like, we
Master
love it.
spinner.
On
Look,
the same frequency.
Look,
that's because Dalton White.
All right, Luca.
Hey, y'all working in this.
or maybe
let it
because-
be known.
or
they
maybe
still
because
working.
I'm already married. I know the tricks of the trade, baby.
Yeah, thanks. You had to get to this point.
Yeah, man, you know.
You know what I'm saying? I feel y'all even wearing peach shirts together.
That's
I know.
She-
Look
so
at the
she-
frequency. Oh my god.
that's my shirt, though.
Yo, that's fire. Look, man, we had another great episode, man.
It's a long one.
It's a long one. This is probably our longest one to date.
Stick with it.
You know what it is.
Any closing thoughts, like for real this time?
Okay.
I love my wife.
Okay.
I love my wife too.
Oh, you remember when I did that? Bro, that was so fire. I was like, don't ever talk about bitches no more.
Yeah. Me and the gang gonna be back. We'll just put it at that.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Feel me? Like,
You know what's crazy? This is gonna be my closing comments. I'm very drunk.
3 times.
Yeah, I know. Everybody that said, "Oh yeah, we're coming back," have not come back yet. We've only had certain people come back. Like Brandon's been a recurring guest, Miles, and I think that's it.
No, Joseph.
Oh yeah, Joseph. Yeah,
Joseph been on here a lot.
Joseph's an honorary stepbrother.
Hell yeah.
Me and Dalton's love child.
What?
well, you know me.
You are, bro. I call you our C Mike. Like you're on this. We just got to add a little.
Your Parks.
We got to add a little picture.
I'm Parks.
We got to add a little picture of you to our cover. A little one.
Parks.
It's not even gonna be animated, bro. It's not even.
I'm gonna put you in the corner.
Bro, it's not even gonna be animated. It's gonna be your. It's gonna be your avatar for Twitter. We're just gonna stick it on our cartoon. That's like and Ryan. Man, that's all you get. Shut up.
In Parks.
He said him. I'm Parks, man. Fuck.
Alrighty.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
No, that's crazy. But you know, I try to be a woman of my word. Timing is a weird construct for me.
Hey, I understand the field.
You know,
Somebody want me to do a session today.
Too much
I'm not gonna
believe
do
it. But I will say, you know, as a woman of my word, me and some other fees gonna be in here.
Tight.
I love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that because I'm sure they got some stuff to say too.
I want to air grievances.
You know?
When Dalton said he want to do a podcast, let me be honest. I thought it was just so I could talk my shit. Like, I didn't know we had to talk about
Other
like
people had to talk. Oh, my God.
yeah. I thought he was like, oh, Chris is gold. He always, thank you, Brian. He always say some wild shit. Just put Chris on there and talk for an hour and a half.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, that's what it turned into. Goddamn it.
Yeah, it ends up being that way. You just want to shut the fuck up.
We make great music. Okay, to end the podcast for real this time.
God damn.
No,
Follow me.
Go ahead and give you
Okay,
Give
get
socials.
my follows because we got to get that socials.
Yes.
Twitter, IG is damn DAMN Xela, which is just Alex backwards for anybody that is. My name is Alex. I just flipped it and it's Xela. So
Hell yeah.
damn XELA.
Oh my mama, you blew my mind.
Blow it. Boom. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's Alex backwards. Xela. Check me out on IG and Twitter at DAMNXELA. And yeah, me and everybody else that's tapping in, we just gonna go crazy, you know?
Beautiful. Is there a song that you have engineered that you would like us to end the podcast with?
Shit, roll out with Miss Lexay's Summertime Bop, which is Like You. You feel me? We're outside as COVID is, you know, turning somewhat down, I guess. People are outside more and more.
Yeah, they're treating
Jam
it
the
the
Summer
regular
Bop, no curse words. Shout out to Ear Hustler. Shout out Lex. Shout out Good Company. That's Lexay, LEXAAY. Like You, LIKE. Space
I
U.
see it.
Yeah. Dark Side. So Dark Side produced that. We're all Triple D over here. We're all in Dallas.
Oh, Dark Side 3 times.
Yep. Dark Side. Yeah.
Interesting guy.
Play the song.
Play the music.
Just want to know why he followed me and
But
don't follow me. That's all I want to know.
Yeah,
damn it,
y'all
no
get outside,
grievances.
man. Get
No
outside.
grievances.
Shout out StepBrothers. Shout out Ryan.
God,
know,
fuck,
shout
she
out-
did it too. She did the part of the joke.
Shout out. All right, is Ryan stepbrother or no?
I'm some nigga.
Hey, get Ryan. Make Ryan a stepbrother.
Oh, wow. I'm getting crowned right now.
Yeah.
Are you outside, boy? Waiting for that text, you finna slide through. Got this funny feeling I might like you, but I gotta keep you on the night crew, the side crew. Are you outside, boy? Waiting on that text, you finna slide through. Got this funny feeling I might like you, but I gotta keep you on the night crew, side crew. I don't like when 6 in the morning. All up on my own time, sipping and scrolling. Waiting for you all night, feeling it growing. Might have to play the fool, break my rules, stay with you.